Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully, everybody had themselves a good weekend. I did that in one breath. I even took an inhale at the end to show how awesome I was.
All those saxophone lessons, right?
It's
Gotta
all,
breathe well.
but mainly it's with the kids because I read a lot of Dr. Seuss books, and one of his main teaching methods is to teach that English is done in one breath. And that's the comedy. The parent is trying to use it in one breath, and they're turning red in the face, and the kid laugh. Hey, you're gonna die. Kids. Um,
It's
That
fun if
sounds
people pass
stupid.
out.
yeah. Well, kids are horrible. Haven't you? Am I the only one with kids here?
No, mine
Um,
are
No.
kids are crazy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
they are
Kids
little
are.
insane
They are.
beings that
They're
haven't
little
yet learned
evil humans
reaction
because they haven't learned mercy or they haven't learned grace yet. They're a
or how
perfect
to
window into
rationale
the.
their
Oh, right.
feelings. Or
Perfect window into the the psyche of humanity, and it's
well,
absolutely wonderful because they're so easy to manipulate.
babies are worse though.
Oh,
They are
babies are
they're
the worst. That is
they're
true.
they are the most selfish beings there are.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which makes
How
sense. I kind of get it.
yeah. I mean, the doctors spank babies, right?
They
When
do.
they're born.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to steal the watch.
No, that's true. That is what they're trying to do. That is
Yeah.
fair. That is fair. Has nothing to do with get that breathing canal free.
Well,
But
that's when that's spank them twice. But yeah,
that's
it's
true.
the first one's to get your hands off my watch.
That's true. Well, if you take a brand new baby and throw them in water, or even birth them in water, they'll instantly start swimming around like little dolphins.
oh my
I
Tadpoles.
gosh,
wish my mother did that to me when I was born.
No, you don't.
But
You know that humans are
no.
the only animals that forget how to swim.
that's so
Never
that's
knew how to
strange.
swim, so
Well, no, no, no. Yes, we do. We're born in liquid, as with every other, creature that is a thing.
Right.
But no, you could take a dog, for instance, that was growing up in the
Huh?
mountains, never been anywhere near water ever. Take them to a lake, throw them in, they'll swim.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of room for treading water in the womb. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying,
Well,
all animals
But
can remember how to swim no matter what, but humans forget. It's weird.
oh yeah, no. When
I
my
always
my
thought it'd
dog
be
was
like floating in space.
maybe
that- I
Well,
I feel like it would be kind. I wouldn't want to be the person who has to test that theory. Let's just make sure babies can't swim.
Well, no, a lot of people, especially these days, have water births, and the babies swim around. There's a ton of
Mm.
video on the YouTube. You can go watch it. They instantly start swimming around. It's amazing. It's
no, I
creepy,
could
really. It's
actually.
creepy, is
My
what it is.
So
my
they,
mom
they can swim before they walk.
my mom emphatically says that I can swim before I could walk. She's like, you were a swimmer. I put you in the water and you were
Yeah,
going.
I know it's good. Put your kids in water early. I
Mhm.
learned how to swim a little later. I don't know. I was little, like elementary school, preschool, something like that, at the Dutch Inn in Galilee, Rhode Island.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's
Yeah.
a lot of water around
We are
there.
sponsored by the Dutch Inn. It probably
Well,
doesn't exist no more.
for like the rest of my life, I didn't have anything to do with the Dutch Inn except for the swimming lessons. And then when I got older and your parents wouldn't let you bring a girl back to the house, you took them to the Dutch Inn. Seriously,
That's a
that was my
So that
whole
was
thing
what
with
was
the
in the
Dutch Inn.
water.
Learn how to swim. 20 years later, learn how to swim differently
at the
Mhm.
Dutch Inn.
at the Dutch Inn, man. Cheap hotel rooms. They didn't charge per hour though.
Well, you had some
Oh,
class.
Every
would they have like
15
open
minutes.
pools?
I'm sorry. What was that, Amy? Did you get stuck on
Were the
pools?
pools? Yeah, like were the pools open there? Like, could you just go down and like? Because I know there's some places that have like public pools, and you can go down and
Mhm.
like go there even if you're not using the facility, or
No,
how does that
they
work?
had swimming classes. Now I don't know if they were
Oh,
somehow associated with the YMCA, the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts. I don't know. I was very little. I was a Cub Scout at the same time, so it might have been affiliated. But
okay.
I don't really recall. I was 5, I think.
Yeah, we'd be doing a lot of managing the. Okay, so what's the
Yeah, I
licensing on
probably
this
wasn't.
exactly?
I probably didn't sign any paperwork. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I
No.
remember the classes. I remember my teacher was a very large, chubby lady, and she was an amazing floater. Yeah. But no,
Was she a cheerful sort? Do you think?
she was a nice lady. I
I,
remember. I remember. Actually, speaking of that, I'm just killing a little bit of time here. We're going to have GOP here in a second, and maybe we'll get Rabbit as well. For all of you watching, I need to go over and hit the like and share and everything like that. But I just saw a movie the other night that had an unacceptably low rating of 4 point something, and it was called
okay.
"Not a Creature Was Stirring." A little indie, low budget horror movie that was more like I'm not going to give any spoilers, but more like a theater production, right? But it was
Yeah.
really
All right.
try hard. The acting was really solid. The idea was solid. It was overall a pretty good movie. I'd give it a 6, I think, personally. But the lead actress was a 40, maybe late 30s lady, 40 I'd say, and a very morbidly obese woman.
Oh,
But
okay.
she did a wonderful job. She was really good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, hey, if you can carry the role, that's really cool.
that's all that
I mean, if
matters.
you want to
Yeah.
do some, yeah, if you want to do something different, it kind of makes sense if you're going to tell a different story in a different way. You'd probably have different characters,
You would
and
think so.
so
And like I said, I appreciated the movie. It's got like a 4.2 or 4.5 rating, which is unacceptable. Some of these rating systems are weird. I know there's a lot of politics involved. I don't know. I don't think politics applied to this. I don't really know, but it was certainly worth more than it. I give it a 6 personally.
nice.
I think
I mean,
these days low budget just people automatically give it like below a 5.
yeah, right. Like if you don't have really expensive CG effects, you don't get
Yeah.
a like a 7 or 8 or something like that. I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
no.
And
And oh
the
my gosh, the CG effects you see now aren't that great. It's like, ugh.
No, they certainly cutting corners. And to be fair, the special effects that were in the movie were well done. They were, and they
Nice.
used them smartly. There's a couple of scenes where they had to get, at the end, show the shark, where they had to get a little too close
Yeah.
for comfort, and you can see it. You can see it. But in general, I thought they did a really good job. But I mentioned it because it didn't at the time, but now when I was talking about my swimming lessons, it reminds me of the lady who taught me to swim. She was a big old fat, morbidly
Aw.
obese lady. Yeah.
Aw.
She wasn't chunky. I mean, she
Really?
was morbidly obese. And back when I was a kid, that was super, super rare. I don't think you understand. There were no fat kids in school. There were no fat teachers when I was young. It didn't exist.
That's kind of strange, isn't it? Like, what's happened to the food
Oh, they're
recently? I don't
poisoning you
know.
intentionally. It's a
Yep.
conspiracy. Tell them about it, Bill.
Yeah.
I I don't know anything about it. Don't come to my
Well,
house.
technically, some years ago, the oil producing companies bought out your Kellogg's and your other food producing companies
Uh-huh.
around the same time that the pharmaceutical companies stopped curing diseases because they learned they could make more money treating diseases than they could curing them.
And
So, what's
subsidizing
the
corn.
what's the easiest way to keep people unhealthy in multiple different ways? Make them fat because that makes them depressed. It makes clogs your arteries, hurts your brain,
Diabetes.
gives you diabetes, all those things. All they had to do was just put more sugar in your food, make you fat, and the pharmaceuticals will have work for the rest of their lives.
Amazing. Now, I live in a
Yep.
country that doesn't do that. And other than the sumo, who work really hard to be fat, there are no fat people, really.
It's also the same around the same time. All of our sweetener went from sugar cane to corn,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
and all the mass producers of foods went from sugar to corn.
Now
Yeah,
it's a
So
sugar beet.
Well,
Now.
they used that's true, but occasionally I do get sugar cane here when I can, but it's not as good as the sugar when I was a kid because it isn't as soluble as it used to be. It takes a lot more effort to get that soluble. When I was a kid, you pour it in, it's almost instantly disappears because they were processing it properly. These days, it's a niche market now.
Yeah.
And a lot of the sugarcane businesses that allowed especially the equatorial band to boom are gone now. They're out of business. So it's become boutique. Isn't that weird? Cane
it's
sugar is boutique now.
yeah.
Who knew?
and it sucks. Okay. Well, I'm still waiting for DLP. Just give it another minute or two. We are going to get into the game today, and of course, we are in Cade's Ruins. Of course, we'll go see what the gang is up to here because I'm going to officially. I would call them the Goonies. They call themselves the some weird bad company name, but I have decided to call them the Mystery Crew. And and officially, this is just my opinion. Bill is Shaggy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think Puffin should be Scooby. I'm going to make Puffin Scooby.
Who's gonna be Scrappy?
Scrappy
Are we
Doo
not
is
gonna?
officially banned forever. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Since he turned evil, right?
No, we don't know. Scrappy's never been allowed. So Puffin is the titular character. Let's see here. Which one of the girls gets to be Thelma, and which one gets to be Daphne, and which one gets to be Fred?
Oh.
What about
Wait, hold on a minute.
No.
So
what about
there's
Scooby? What about Scooby's relatives? There's other ones that
Oh
are
no,
all
we're not
right.
getting into those.
I'm gonna be co-host
Scooby-D?
Dick Van Dyke.
So Fred, are you wearing the ascot, lady?
No.
Fair enough. Fair. Lady's the ascot. We'll call her the ascot.
I'm the
Okay,
ascot.
girls. Rock paper scissors. See who gets to be Thelma, who gets to be Daphne. Just remember,
I
Daphne's the
think
hot one.
I feel like okay.
Yeah, Amy would be Daphne. I'd be Thelma.
I mean, she's
Well,
Oh,
Thelma's
so
the
it's right
smart
there.
one.
exactly. I'm a little programmer. We can rock paper. Wait a minute. If we get to pick who we want, then how does that work?
Yeah, roll off on
Yeah,
the
that's what I
D
said.
dice.
Rock paper scissors. John
Rock, paper,
Rochambeau. Rochambeau. Actually, lady, I take it back. I will make you Scrappy because I should be Fred.
You're not.
Oh, that's
Okay,
Well,
Fred.
because I own
Yeah,
an
you-
ascot. I
Well,
own
there
one.
you
oh,
go.
there you go.
Well, One Doom Rabbit probably owns a ascot too.
I don't know. He's not an official yachter. I got mine at my my inauguration.
Oh,
Do you own a
alright.
van? Do you own a
Damn it!
van?
No, I don't.
So there.
Well,
I own a van. I'm
Oh,
Fred.
fine. Then you can be
Would-
Freddy. All right, I'll be Shaggy. Shaggy's the one. He gets to eat and he gets to smoke weed. So okay, I'm Shaggy.
I want a
Bill's
Scooby
Fred.
snack.
No. You
I
don't.
want-
No.
yes.
No.
Yes. I want a Scooby snack.
Okay. I'm killing Scrappy today.
Winner, you
Yeah, I get to start a new character.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and kind of get going with what you guys are thinking about doing. Hopefully, GOP will be here quickly. I guess we're not getting the other guys today, and that's fine. But now, last we left, Bill, give us a recap of where we left off, please.
Well, we came across a horde. We have a lot of money right now.
You do.
That's exciting.
And it is. Yeah, we took we did some old school style confrontation and took out the blood or the black pudding without even throwing a die.
You need to
So-
That was
pluralize that.
puddings.
What's that?
Black puddings.
Black
Look.
puddings. The colony of black puddings we eliminated. We torched it, immolated, I guess, and then took all the monies in magic weapons or magic items. I'm not sure if we had any, right? But then we decided to investigate some more. After, of course, talking to the waste management supercomputer and what was in the basement? It was something scary, right?
Well,
was it zombies?
Near
was
no
it-
no no no. Near now, of course, there are multiple stairwells you could go down, but the ones that are closest to you, which are just down the hall, literally. There are 4 helmed horrors standing
Helm
guard,
horrors.
and you guys, that's a freaking machete machine for you guys. To the
Yeah.
east, a bit away, not that far, is
Oh,
a trade town of the Yuanti with the surface. And then, of course, there are multiple other stairwells you could go down to get to lower levels.
There we go.
Because the surface city above you is large. I mean, it's like Manhattan, not Manhattan, excuse me, Greater New York size. It is big, but the city underground is dwarfs it. This city goes underneath an entire mountain range you guys see on the main map, and it is gigantic. And people were underneath, living in these cities for probably thousands of years.
Yeah.
You
Because
don't really
the
know.
computer said there was the computer said there was like a security base that was like 100 miles away.
Yeah, 160, I think.
Yeah, but that's also
Yeah.
traveling underground, so
It is no, yeah,
Well,
and most of that part of the city and the lower part you can only access from within the city. So it's not like you can do on the surface and then go in. It's not like that. This is kind of extended on its own because it seems like they went underground to survive something, and then once underground, they saw no reason to go back up, and they just continued existing underground, and therefore didn't stop building access to the surface.
Oh, so then I suppose the oldest buildings would be here, and the ones further out would be newer.
That is correct.
Hmm.
Well,
Interesting.
newer, as in,
Newer.
he
Yeah.
said it had been 10,000 years he had been asleep. So we don't know
Right.
how many thousands of years the city was growing and being built before that.
Right.
Correct. So we're in a vast, ancient underground complex that we now have some idea of the overall scope, and it is
Right.
it's a country.
It is a
Really?
country. And keep in mind, most people who make dungeons don't see a need to give any reason why it exists. That bothers my brain a lot.
Yeah,
it's just
it
an
thinks that
underground city.
Yeah. So for me, I had to come up with a reason. So it's just for my brain, really.
I
That's
think it
good.
works
You
That's
all
better.
don't
good.
need to involve yourself.
No,
I mean,
the
I like
the
the
mega
story
dungeons
mystery.
need an origin.
They
You
do.
know, they do.
I mean, we're mystery solvers, right? We've got the van and Scooby and everything.
It's true.
We
You
Well, we
guys
get
have
the
talent.
wagon anyway.
we need to get a van. We need to get a van.
We got
I'm
a
thinking,
wagon. We got a
Well,
wagon
now keep in
and
mind, you do
handlers.
have an artificer. So she might be able to engineer a magic-driven wagon, and we will call
Oh,
it
that would be
the
cool.
ye old mystery wagon.
well,
Mr. Wagon.
I'm
Oh
thinking
yeah.
we start up putting some resources together and make that happen. You know,
Yeah, we can
um,
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, now would
research
not
R and
be a
D and stuff. Man, that's going to be millions, though.
now would not be a bad time to take some of this money back too.
That's
We're
fair.
not.
That we're basically, you guys have you come out into the hallway. You saw the beautiful stuff because you turned on the thing. You decided to take the batteries out because it would be a bad idea to leave that running.
Yeah.
And you
Batteries not
guys are
included.
basically at that crossroad juncture where you were. And that's where we left off last time, and you're going to be able to make decision going forward. Now, do keep in mind that they're very close to the surface. There's no reason that they have to stay here. They came here because they wanted to level and gain some wealth, and they did. So, it's up to them what they want to do. This place is very dangerous, and we're only on level 1.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it wouldn't be a bad idea to go take the money that we've gotten, get out of there while we're still hearty and whole, build up, take care of some resources, spend some money,
Hail is
Go
the
see the
word. Hardy and
family
hail.
hearty and hale. Thank you. And whole,
and he'll work.
sound and mind and body. What's
Go
that?
see a mom. Go see mom. Make sure she's okay. I'm
Yeah.
sure our families are worried about us.
So let's
Okay.
say the people who are not here stay here at our camp holding our spot while we go to town.
Sure.
That's a good. That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
And we can send them if things start to go in a different direction, we can send a message for them to come meet us.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure
The
Kater would
multi-day
trust
journey.
us.
Yeah.
I'll do a sending stone.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, you can do that. That's true.
Mhm.
Right. So those of you who have not shown up, you get left behind to camp watch. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, which one of you has the adulterous mom?
That would
Oh, it's
adulterous
Puffin.
mom?
No, it's Puffin.
Yeah.
Yes, is me.
Yeah, he's the one. Okay, I just want to remind myself.
Your daddy's here anyway, right?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
His dad. I'm not.
No,
Okay.
he's not.
No, my dad's not here.
He's down at the lizard, that camp they built to basically try to improve and create relations with the.
He's over on the east side of the map.
Yeah,
of the game
here's
map.
the
Yeah.
main map. Let me go ahead and bring it up. Main page.
We're
He's
kinda on
over
the west
here at
end.
Shendell's camp is where he was last you saw him. Although he does have a company that leads adventurers into Cage Ruins, so he's been
Hmm.
doing that. And Puffin knows that his dad was you're not sure necessarily what the current status is, but he was in a way indentured by the Thysian kingdom to facilitate that, because the Thysian kingdom has done quite a bit to try to endear themselves to the greater Altarian kingdom.
Right. And the Ulterior King. That's okay. That's the Northern Elf Kingdom, and the Thysian Kingdom is the ones who found Iron Pass. Or the Altarian.
No,
I'm going to get all
the Altarians are empire is gigantic. And there was a guy named Cade that finally found a pass. I'm kind of equating this to the guy who found the pass through the Appalachians, therefore opening up the Mississippi valleys. Cade found a pass through the mountain and opened this area up, and the Crown, of course, is interested in new unknown lands to the east, obviously.
Oh yeah. Do you think the Altarian Kingdom is bigger or smaller than the one that's discovered underground?
Way bigger. The Altarian Empire is thousands of miles in breadth.
Oh wow. Okay. So then you could very easily not have been from east to west of the Altarian Kingdom Empire.
Yeah, this is like basically a small state.
Oh, neat. So we're probably out on the furthest end of it, and then the other end.
What's underground, where you guys are now, is equivalent to a small state. But the Iron Pass is a little teeny town with a couple thousand residents.
And all of our friends. Which is awesome.
Where you grew up.
Yep. Little windmills and everything.
And a wicked witch.
Yeah.
Do you think she's over here?
No, you know where she is.
Oh yeah.
She's up to some manner of shenanigans with the green elves.
That's right. Is there any place where you could go and fight monsters that might not be quite so horrifyingly, devastatingly scary?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Maybe the training grounds.
Camper.
There's a training ground?
Mm-hmm. There will be once I spend my money.
He's inside a RPG in his mind. It's okay. Let it go.
Okay.
If I'm Scooby, then
okay.
What I understand is you guys are heading back to Iron Pass. That's what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys trek back on your own. You take the northerly route that Puffin's father explained to him very in detail that he takes, and you have no issues. There's no real problem with the green elves up in this area because it's mainly under Thysian control. And of course, we do know that there is a red cap rebellion going on in Thysian Kingdom, but that is way west in Lith. So it has no problems with you. You guys are able to trek, and then on the second day you make Green Vale. Now Green Vale is going to be a very happy. Let's role play this a little bit.
Okay.
This is my role play.
Oh wow, it's working. Hello.
Hello.
Oh boy, that was
that was being noisy.
Noisy. I literally just jumped in.
Okay. So now we come into Greenvale, and you GOP, you're No, I guess we'd have brought him because he said he was coming. Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys come into Greenvale. Basically, GOP, what they decided to do is leave the people that didn't show up today to guard the camp, and you guys are marching back to Iron Pass to, bank their money and various other things, I guess.
Oh
But
yeah, remember, Chester? I was making a bank because Iron Pass didn't have one.
You did so. You did say so. That is true. But anyway, we're coming into Greenvale. Now, keep in mind that Greenvale is kind of where a huge migration of halflings migrated. The Thesians were happy to have them because they are Fey folk. Now, let's say you've never been to Greenvale. You guys took a different path to get here last time you went with a caravan. But this is the safest route. Of course, Puffin is following his father's advice, right? So now let's say we all know, let's say Sundew is a half elf. Wink, wink.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she knows gnomes, but gnomes are very weird and different. They're not the same thing. They're not half elves. Wink, wink. But let's
Weird.
say you're having an emotional issue.
He's so cute.
The little halfling engineer, oh, excuse me, half elf engineer that you are, you're sitting in a town, a shire called Greenvale, that is filled with other halflings that look just like you. Now you know your other halfling siblings are much bigger than you, but God shares in different ways. Right? But you're surrounded by people who look just like you. Matter of fact, you've never cared for the boots, even though you've tried to be like your other half elf sisters and brothers. But you notice these people are sans footwear. Mm. And some of them have very hairy feet, some of them don't, some are taller and shorter, but they all look a lot like you. And you're like, wow, this is the most wonderful half elf town you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth.
What a
So,
wonderful place.
how would you like to go about this, let's say?
Wow, let's see. She definitely would feel like, let's see, what would she think? It's like, maybe she's kind of, okay. I remember talking about it when she was young, like, there's no real attempt at deception for her as a child or anything like that. But it's
No,
just one of those
it's
things that
delusion. It's delusion.
yeah. Yeah, she just always, when she was little, when she knew she was surrounded by half elves, she figured halfling meant a child half elf. It's like a little
Right,
tiny half
that's
elf.
good.
It never
That's good.
dawned on her that, oh, huh. So she's looking around like,
And
maybe she thinks it's our.
and it didn't help that Sindari, who is slightly older than you guys, she used to carry you around on her back all the time and telling you you were littlest half elf of all time. Sindari, it's mainly Sindari's fault.
I'm just really, really small. And she realizes she's not particularly small.
Like, I'm here. It's like, maybe this is the part, maybe this is where the really small half elves live. I'm this kind of half elf.
How did that? Maybe want to find out about the people who live here. Maybe see if you've got family.
Maybe you never know, and it also didn't help that Irune would constantly shave your feet because ew. Okay,
It's okay. We don't talk about that. Just
we don't
there you
talk
go.
about that. Shh, shh, shh.
Tip her toenails.
Now I don't know.
Exfoliate the
Honey,
calluses.
that's right.
Yeah.
This is your character development, right?
Mhm.
But you were adopted by the Sundu family, and I do still have a picture of Mama. Where is that? I did have a picture of Mama somewhere. But you guys go ahead. But anyway, and probably because you guys are still young, they probably just haven't seen a reason to give you any reason to who you were or were. Yeah, here we go. Here's Mama.
Well, there she is.
Yeah.
That's absolutely me, right?
And she picks up lots of kids. Now, in truth, I think we came to the decision that Erune and Sindari are her actual birth children. Am I correct in that decision?
Yeah, I think so. Are you kidding? Um, think would be interesting. I was thinking of some hot things that might be interesting too. We could talk about that later because that's your characters and not mine. But
Sure.
yeah, I think that's really neat. But they're all definitely a family there.
Yeah, I know, but I want to deal with the delusion that is Lissay.
Oh, she's a great character. I love that about her. May or may not. No, she's
Okay.
like
So
the
everyone's
Aw.
road were wary, and they're getting a place to sleep, and they're all taking baths and washing their feet. But being a halfling, you being on the road, you guys are basically gypsies. So you could travel for a month before you become wary. So you're still spunky and full of energy, and you see this shire, and you know what a shire personally. You know what a shire is, right?
Oh yes, I
A
think so.
halfling, hobbit shire. So everything's built into the ground. It's Hobbington, basically. That's how half elves live. It's just Gary Gygax was absolutely terrified to use the word hobbit, so he said halfling. Or
there you
maybe there
go.
was lawsuits. There might have been lawsuits.
It could have been. They can be petty
Maybe I
sometimes.
could say hob. I think hob is the old word,
Yeah.
and hobbit
There
is
were
like a variation.
Hob means devil.
there were whispers of a lawsuit,
There were, yeah.
so they
No, hob
changed.
means devil, though, girls.
Oh, that's weird. I was reading some things about little domestic spirits called hobs.
Yep, hobs and gobs.
How funny. Oh,
Hobs,
wow.
Puppy
There's
hobs,
dog
so
gobs,
care.
and boogs. You
Old
also
Hob
there's
is another name for the devil.
you also have gogs, barrow gogs, gallow
Hmm.
gogs.
oh wow, there's
You also have cobs or colbs or kobolds.
how did that get to be related to corn?
Yeah,
Corn cobs?
yeah.
Wait,
I don't know.
wait, corn?
Of course, the word corn simply is the word we use today called cereal.
Oh, I
Cereal.
thought you said corn.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. The actual name of what we call corn would be maize.
Maize.
Nice. Which is like something you might a
Yeah,
labyrinth or
corn
something
is
you might
just an
get
old
lost
word that means cereals in general.
in. Yep.
You ever made corn mazes for the pun?
Anyway, the English people are quirky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the
So I
point,
think
and they love to use little short words like gobs and bobs and bobs.
Yeah.
Oh
and bumble
my.
stick. Well,
All
I
right.
think if there's a little village we've never seen before and we're passing it, we should go. We should go stop by and have a look.
Oh, I'm
I thought
definitely
that's
curious.
what we were
Well, you guys
doing.
are here. You're in the village. Now you're in
We're
the
in the village.
Traveler's Inn, which is meant for bigger people. But the Shire itself is a full-on Shire. There's hundreds of halflings here, living in all underground burrows and farming. They
Okay,
are
does
in
this
this region predominantly tobacco farmers. Yes, lady.
does these actually happen to be some of the people that we saved from the underground as well?
No, those are gnomes.
They went to
Those
somewhere
those
else
those
then.
well,
Okay.
no, the Sverfnoblin, there is negotiations going on to
Okay.
bring them into the Thizzian kingdom, but it has not happened as of yet. Now these hobbits, there actually are more than live here in Greenvale itself, but they're migratory. They travel down to the south. It's still considered part of Greenvale, but it's basically the Thizzian kingdom's agricultural belt. And there's, of course, no one farms better than a hobbit, right?
Right.
They basically keep the Thizzian kingdom's farming at an incredibly excellent level.
She's having such a surreal experience right now. It's like it's like my workshop, except everywhere and everything. A whole city customized like my workshop.
because you always have to make your
It's
tools and
just
stuff a little smaller. I bet some Deary helped her make smaller tools when she was getting started. So
So are
I
you
think
wandering around?
yeah, I
yeah.
think so. I'm
Okay.
wanting to.
Um, Everyone seeing you smiles. Now, halflings smile anyway. They are a cheerful and happy folk. But they all smile, happy to see you. A couple of boys about your age smile at you, and you get a little bit twitter-pated just for a second. But then you see a group of them that do look slightly different. These are all farmers. These are 100% farmers. But you do see a group of red-headed half elves. Of course, that's what they are from your point of view. That look very similar to you, and they're all dressed as tinkerers.
Ooh.
Ooh. Everybody go ooh at the same time.
Well, you
Okay.
guys are bathing and resting your weary toes,
Oh,
especially Tater.
It is awesome.
they just putting his feet up too.
He
Darn
is
tootin'.
darn tootin'.
You want the
Honey,
dog to lick your toes, GLP.
The dog to
stay on
lick my
target,
toes?
lady.
I'm
Honey,
sorry.
So, did you want me to go drop a handkerchief and have them pick it up for you, or did you want to go say hello?
I have no idea, Amy. Let's let Honey decide. I want to see this this transpire in real time, please. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Erin was going with her, but I mean, she's off watering by herself. Then
She
that's okay too.
is. She's been wearing armor for like days.
Okay, all right. So she's off watering by herself then, or I'm
And
kind
you're
of at
sure
the
she's
distance.
shaving her feet because that's something she used to do a lot to you. So it's particularly important to her.
Yeah, it's like I don't have like my feet don't get as hairy as I don't know. Yeah, but just like it just looks weird. It just looks funny.
Well, what kind of halfling did you make?
Huh? Oh, stout.
A stout. Okay. Therefore, the stouts are basically the mixture of dwarves and humans. You know, in the old Arcana, right? Gary Gygax's mind. You're going to be a little bit thicker, wider than the other ones. A little bulkier, a little stronger. Makes sense because Tinkers would certainly come out of that lot.
Sure. Right.
Yeah, someone who'd be good at slinging a hammer and getting, work. I mean, maybe not as good as metal work as your sister, but pretty
Well, the
good.
tall fellows are basically Gary's idea of half elves before they became a thing. The tall fellows, elf and human mix, and the Harefoots are well, I don't really know what they're supposed to be. Gnomes, maybe, and humans. I don't know. But that was his initial thinking. These were the halflings were the half races initially. Over time, they become their own separate thing, of course. But anyway,
Hey, David.
so you are a stout, and you see a group of other stouts, redheaded and tinkerish. They're pulling a wagon heading to the south.
Oh, interesting.
Or you see many other farmers as well. Although most of the other halflings here have lighter to brown hair.
I wonder, is there anything in the wagon?
It's covered.
Oh, it's covered.
Okay. So Lisay is passionate about tinkering and inventing. So naturally, she's going to be fascinated by what's behind the tower and what these young men are up to. But she's also a little shy.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she doesn't have the highest social rating.
Okay.
So
What is your
charisma?
rating?
Let's see. Oh, here it is. I have a charisma rating of 11.
Okay, that's way above average.
Oh.
Yep.
So I guess I'm not
average.
I'm not into them.
Nine is the average person.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I've been selling myself.
A certain glow about you. Even if you don't, even if you're okay by yourself a lot, you still have an aura about you when you go over and say hi.
Okay, honey. What are you doing?
All right. So I'm like, you know what? This is the most strange, wondrous place I've ever seen personally in my own experience.
Half elf central, yes.
Half elves, all my size. It's like I kind of want to know. I want to go say hi. Who's your? I don't know. I guess who's the family? Where's house family? It's like, what's your home?
Okay, now, honey, talk to me directly and tell me what you're doing.
Okay. So I'm kind of overjoyed, right? I'm inexplicably overjoyed, and I'm just kind of like, it's weird how happy and content I am in this place I've never been before.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. My head was telling myself, why do I feel like I've known these people? I'm going to go up to these complete strangers and talk to them like we went to the same school together. but I'm going to because I haven't been disappointed yet. So I'm just going to go up there and just say, well, I was like, well met.
Okay, what language do you speak to them in?
Let's see. I guess I could start in common.
Okay. A few of them just ignore you and keep pushing the cart. A couple of the younger ones look back, and they kind of look at you sideways, and they say hello, but in arcane,
Arcane.
draconic.
Oh,
Conversational in that.
oh, and I was wondering, have you? It's like, I see your tinkers. That had have you? Have I see your tinkers? Have you studied?
You also know Dwarvish, which a lot
Well,
of
now keep in mind, you don't really know what a tinkerer is.
I don't.
No.
Oh, okay. So can she identify them by what they do? Like, is there
I
something
just
that would
said
let her
that
think?
to put an image in her head.
Ah,
Tinkerers are a thing, but she's an artificer. She thinks they're other artificers, is what
Okay.
they look like to her. Yeah.
Interesting. So you can see that they're mechanics or engineers of some kind.
Yes.
And so it's amazing.
So
You also know
a couple of the young ones said hello back to you in arcane.
Okay, in arcane. It's like wondering, like, so maybe like maybe like what's maybe ask about like what kind of what school of I see especially given the look of an artist or like what school
the
of
best thing, Amy, for you to do, honey, for you to do is just talk to me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, I see that you definitely have the look of a fellow student of machinery. Oh, what kind of like artificery? I say this correctly, naturally.
Yeah.
Artifice
In arcane.
in arcane. What school of artifice do you follow?
They look at you.
What do you
The younger ones stop, and the older ones will continue with the wagon. These younger ones are one of them's probably, from your experience, probably about 15. The other one's about 12, and they say agriculture.
Oh, no, I've sort of been like I felt I've always been developing more like adventuring tools and things, but I have made some topiaries. So what kind of what's exciting? What are you excited about in the world of a agricultural artifice? Artifice.
We're not really supposed to talk about it, but we're building an automatic thresher. And you hear an old one of the old people pushing wagon says, shut it, come on."
What did he say that in?
Arcane.
Arcane. Okay, so they all speak arcane.
That's exciting.
Oh. Bounce.
And they bounce back to the wagon because they just got yelled at.
Oh.
Well, did you know?
Oh. Well, would that be strange?
Well, it's the fantasy world. You run into people. They're mechanics, and so are you. I mean, they're probably not going to be so offended that they'll say, "We're going to unleash the
Are y'all
dog."
one family? Hmm.
Well, keep in mind, Lady and Amy, you're not here.
Yes, we're not there.
I'm trying to educate the honey in role playing.
There you go. Sorry.
Okay. So they see me. They're talking about Thresher. It's like, she's super bad. She feels maybe just the amazing sensation of being surrounded by people that look like her. She's feeling maybe more well. I mean, she feels a kind of a strong sense of belonging, and
you do
without understanding why.
Right.
So she's her normal sense of propriety is maybe a little compromised from this supernatural sense of homecoming. So, and she doesn't really, she's meeting a group full of people who look just like her and are interested in things she's interested in. She's just doesn't want to see them go away just yet. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, she's part of a bridging town. It has an agricultural system. It's like, maybe. Yeah. So it's like, and if she could help with the farms around, here, or just to learn as much about how useful she could become as an artificer. And he's just like, do you need extra work? Or do you need extra hands for the work or anything? So
So
she's
stop being indecisive and run up to him and say that.
okay. So there's do you need any? Are you good for work, or could you use some extra hands?
The old guy, the old father, the one who yelled at them to catch up
Mhm.
and shut up. He looks down at you and he, a little bit judgingly, and he says, "Well, if you got to help, take a corner."
A corner.
I mean, you push the wagon.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will be back to you in a minute. Puffin,
Okay.
you've decided on a bath because you desperately needed one.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I do stink.
You do. You're in a bathtub that was designed for the larger folks, but they're not the best craftsmen in this regard. So it is a bit small, and the water is too hot. But halflings do love the water hot, and you are having your back and front scrubbed by quite a portly older halfling lady who seems to be enjoying her work a bit too much. So what are you
I'm
doing?
Tater. Hit me with prestidigitation. Get me out of here.
He's not here.
Wabam. Oh no, I'm not here. Yep.
Well, I'm going to be pondering how best to build a bank whenever I get back, completely ignoring the potentially unenjoyable circumstances of my surroundings. That's part of being an adventurer. Keep your
That is
mind on the
true.
prize.
That is true. Now, what kind of finances do you have to build this bank?
Well, let me inform you of that, oh mighty GM. Let
Mm.
me see here. Let's see. There we go. After my cut of some money, I
Which
have.
Bill won't give you, but anyway.
Oh no! I took it before he had a chance
Oh, fair.
to,
That's the smart way
screw
to
me
do it.
over.
Yeah.
I have $47,800.
All right. Well, that's certainly enough to, because I am kind of trying to base it on our world, but we don't have to deal with the American housing market. We're going to look at more of a more realistic market. That would be enough money to buy a very small building.
Mm-hmm. Oh, or rent the building, make the bank, and
You could do
rent to
like
own.
that, but I mean, you probably have enough money to rent a place and dig a vault. You do. It'll be a few weeks for there's enough dwarves in town to get the best labor, but you could get any labor for it. Although, if you wanted to have the best vault, it would be dwarven built. So you have enough money right now to begin.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, cool, very good. The little halfling lady just starts scrubbing in places you really and you deal with it. So GOP,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Yes.
Oh,
Let's see.
before that, while I'm getting scrubbed, I cast message and remind GOP he's supposed to help me make the bank
Oh, that's fair. Oh, money.
Fair enough.
Puffin's getting clever. GOP, what
because
you
of-
doing?
Yep. Okay. Well, I was just working on my roles, but okay. So I'm gonna go look around and see if I can find a good priced +1 light armor. So let's see what are the light armor types. Let me check real quick. I want to see if I can find a +1 studded leather in my price range.
Magical here in Green
Yes.
Isle, 0% chance, 0%.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just looking around.
This is not that kind of place. One, two, halflings are not known for their craftsmanship; they're known for their farming, and you would have a much better chance of doing that in Iron Pass.
Okay, I'm going to go to the since we're in town anyways, and there's not really a whole lot here for me. I'm going to go to the tavern, and I'm going to ask around, see if there's anything interesting, anything that the locals have heard about. Any points of interest or anything like that.
Sure.
I'm going to look
Now,
around.
you go to the tavern. It is a large tavern, but being halflings and not being able to judge things perfectly when it comes to carpentry, you do have to, even you have to duck a little bit to get in from the front door. But once inside, it is a vaulted ceiling, so it's fine. And you sit down, and it is mid-afternoon. and when you guys came in around lunchtime, and you get yourself they make pretty good brew here, nice ale, pretty good ale. So you're happy about that, and there's some kind of machine that they have that makes it super cold because that's the best.
Nice.
But halflings do love their drink. And the cup's a bit small, but you could just order more. But there are a lot of people around here. So there is a table of what looks like merchants. There's several tables of what looks like farmers. Interesting enough, there are a couple of females in here, but they seem to be working the room, if you know what I mean. And they are
Mm-hmm.
halflings, so they're small ladies. And of course, there is three people working behind the bar. One is working at this type of place. The food they offer is more of a tapas style. So he's working in a corner, grilling at a fire right there in front of the customer. And the other two are either cleaning dishes or slinging beer.
Okay.
Your turn.
For okay, so I'm just going to yeah, I'm whoever's closest to me. I think closest to the entrance as I walk in. I'll just be friendly. I'll buy somebody beer, and I'm just going to start asking around who here is really knowledgeable about what's the happenings are around here. I'm kind of new to town, and I'll do prestidigitation on the drinks so they just taste phenomenal.
Well, they already do. This is Halfling Brew. It's some of the best you can
True.
get. It is really good. So you're talking to the bartender, and
Hmm.
it's he introduces himself as let's see. Well, let's give him a cool name. I'm not going to say Pippa because everyone says Pippa. So I will say Diddy. This is Diddy. P Diddy.
Oh wow, that's bad timing on that one.
Pippa Diddy Undertree.
All
That's just
right.
asking for that guy to get shot.
Okay. So anyway, as he gives you your brew and says, "Yo," he now this guy is dressed quite well, but halflings tend to like to dress well even when they're working. But he's got this very shiny. It's a green tie, bow tie, but it's quite shiny, and you wonder if it has been magicked. And you ask him, and he says, "Well, I think probably the best thing for you to do would be over there and talk to the sheriff." And he points across the room, and there's a group of farmers, and there, sure enough, is a guy sitting there that has the most ridiculously large, shiny metal star on his chest. It's way oversized, too big. It's crazy.
I love it. Perfect. I walk over there. I introduce myself. Good day, sir. My name is Terador. I almost say Devdrill, but I stopped myself. So, um,
He looks down at your
do you?
signet.
Mm-hmm. You mind if we have a moment to talk? I'm be interested in hearing about the goings on of your local town.
He points to the wall, and there is a larger person's chair leaning up against it, and he says, "Please take a chair, young lord."
Oh, of course. Thank you. I take a seat.
And you tower over them, even though you're a little teeny half elf.
I'm not that small. I'm like, well, I'm
No,
short for.
in my mind, Vader
Yes,
is little and dainty. Okay.
he's okay. He's like 6'8". Oh, not 6'8", 5'8", not 6'8", 5'8".
Oh, whoa.
5'8". He's not huge. He's
So,
5'8".
so
Yes, not
he's a
6'8".
man.
We'll
He's a
have to
man,
change.
Tato.
No, he's 5'8".
We'll have to change your
5'8".
name to Labrador. All right.
Yeah, no, he's not that tall. They're 5'8". I misspoke.
Yeah. That is pretty tall for a half elf. But all right. Anyway, you're talking to these farmers, and like I said, halflings love to dress well, even when working. These are farmers, but they are dressed really well, and they've cleaned their faces and their hands from coming in the fields in the morning. And they're just the halfling. Well, many men of cultures in the fantasy worlds enjoy their afternoons sipping on some brew and having light chat before heading back to the homestead. And they are doing just the same thing. The Like I said, the sheriff is obviously the sheriff because there's like it covers most of his chest and it says sheriff.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so he says, "Well, young lord, what is it you would like to do in our great and beautiful Greenvale?"
Well, you see, I'm part of a cohort of individuals. Perhaps you've heard of us. We are known as the Iron Company.
They all look at you
And
dumbfounded.
we're still kind of new.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're a group of adventurers, and we are just seeing if there is anything interesting going on, any particular issues your people are dealing with, anything that we might be able to assist with.
I see. So you're taking a bit of a little try at the mercenary lifestyle, young lord.
A little bit. Just
Well,
trying to help out where we can.
Well, there is money involved in it. I would assume would be also important.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you that there is a $1,000 bounty for the head of anybody who is part of the Red Cap Rebellion, and we've heard of some noises going up in the northwest of Greenvale here in regards to that.
Okay. Do you know anything about individuals who are high up in this rebellion? What can you tell me about it? Because I only know I know surface details about the rebellion, but I don't know the greater details about it.
He opens his. He has a duster, leather jacket on. He opens it up, and inside there are many pockets with many rolled up pieces of paper, not scrolls, rolled up parchment. He kind of shuffles through them, pulls one out, opens it in front of you, and it literally says $1,000 ahead for anyone involved in the Red Cap Rebellion. That's all it says, and it has a generalized picture of a red cap in the center.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right. So we don't know of any particular leader. Is there anyone who is organizing this rebellion? Or no, we don't know.
Said we actually haven't had any actual problems with them whatsoever. I'm just telling you because you want some money. And he said there are a few other things, but it's not really your concern. We do have the great dragon everyone think exists up in the northeast, but that's just a rumor, and everyone at the table laughs.
I see. Well, I'll take this information back to my compatriots, and if there's anything we can do, we will be sure to help.
They all bow their head and says, "Well, thank you very much, young lord."
I give him a polite bow back, and I find my way back to my group.
Okay, Bill, what are you doing?
Well, seeing as we're in a wonderful village of farmers, I'm going to take this opportunity to see what kind of products I can bring into my store. I'm thinking, I know from growing up in the brothel that I heard about many seasoned wayfarers smoking a soothing leaf to ease the troubles of the road, and I know that pipe leaf and hobbits they're synonymous. So I was going to go to the farmer's market or even to maybe some tobaccoist like storefront and look for pipes, cherry wood pipes, clay pipes, gourd pipes, or even pipe leaf. Yeah.
Now, does your character himself smoke?
From time to time, yeah.
Okay,
I kind of know the difference.
The aroma of tobacco then.
Yeah, I know the difference between
the entire
dirt weed.
Freaking village smells of it. Right, because this is literally that to the south. These halflings are involved in the Thizzian Kingdom's farming exploits. True, but their own farming endeavors are all tobacco based, and they also have a few things for the brewing of their alcohol. So yes, there is a farmer's market. Not this is only a couple 200-300 people in this little village. It's a hamlet really. But nevertheless, they do have a little farmer's market, and there is also not one, but 3 tobacco storefronts.
Oh, this is going to be a good day. Well, I'd like to see what I could find. I've heard stories of how some pipe leaf can be great for digestion, or some can help make one feel happy with their lot, or even elicit a state of jovial eloquence. Things of that nature. Okay, and I try and get a variety and of
Okay, well, you're
Sorry to
standing
interrupt
in
you.
front of this street that has a bunch of houses. It's got the tavern, the main tavern, where GOP just was, and there are three of these tobacco conveyances. One of them says Squanto Squinting Weeds.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we got Squantos.
They got Squantos. The other one says Mr. Churchill's Quality Smokes.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds promising.
So we
Yeah,
got
quality.
Squantos and Churchill's. And the other one says Eastern Exotics.
Oh my, that one I definitely am going to have to visit too. And but let's just start at the top of the list, and I'll see what Squanto's weeds has
Okay.
for
Well,
provender.
now you walk in, and once again, all this stuff in the main street is built for any big people who come in. When you get out into the actual Shire, it's all halfling sized. But this main street of Greenvale is kind of meant to deal with people like you. Once again, they're not the greatest builders, so you have to duck to get in. And once you come in, you see it's a rather small place. It's rather packed. There's only one person in here. They're behind the counter. It smells wonderful, by the way, and there's all different types of tobaccos in here. And clearly, there's a larger area behind this room, maybe a warehouse of some kind, or maybe a residence. But it is pretty small in the front area here. And the guy behind the counter. And you notice there's actually another person there. It's a little kid that keeps jumping up just so her eyes are high enough above the counter to see that who you are. She's checking you out, and she's just jumping, right? Jumping,
Okay.
jumping.
Okay.
And the guy, Squanto, is dressed like those weird lizard folks with the feathers, and basically it's an Indian. Right. And he's a caricature of one, of course. But he has the longest pipe you've ever seen anyone ever use, clutched in his teeth, and he's taking puffs every 3 seconds. The smoke is slightly purple.
Oh my. Why, good day, sir.
Good day.
Oh,
Hoka
tell
hey.
me. Hokanana hey. Which I think is the traditional lizard folk greeting.
Yeah. Well, Hoka hey is an American Indian word that means it's a good day to die. So.
Well, this guy's hardcore. Okay. Well, no, good day to you, sir. I am from Iron Hills. I am the owner of the Outrigger store, and I've been traveling looking for new fare to carry, new wares. And I know this village is renowned for its pipe leaf.
Well, you are correct. We are renowned, and I'm assuming you're not from the Iron Hills. That is far, 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 far to the west. I'm assuming you're from Iron Pass.
Thank you for correcting me.
And we did hear about our sister's passing. Sad. And he does some weird symbol thing in the air.
Oh, no.
Must be religious.
Okay. What is he talking about?
That outfitters you bought was dead halfling that Puffin let die intentionally in horrible evil.
That's right. I said, hey, she was a kind and gentle soul and a true
Hey, I was getting my friend
beauty.
a new business.
That's true. And he said, how did you end up with her business?
Well, I did what I could to try and make up. There really, to be honest with you, there wasn't any holdings on it. The Lord was selling it, the land, and I bought it.
Well, business is business.
Yeah.
He said, but in her honor, I would love to do business with you. So, what are you interested in? Now, it's an outfitter, so I'm assuming you have access to all her other channels of various adventuring equipment, but you want to add tobacco. Very smart. You are a shrewd businessman indeed.
Well, thank you. And I don't know, she did carry some. So am I assuming she did not have a business relationship with you then before, or?
Well, I do believe she was using her father's chaw.
Well, that, family business.
Her father's chaw is the worst thing on the face of the planet. It should be outlawed.
Well, I have to tell you, I have never smelled delicious tobacco
I do not sell chaw. I only
like this.
smoking tobacco.
I didn't even know how amazing tobacco was till I walked into your store. Purple smoke. What is this?
He said, "This is what I call it's a I haven't TM not yet. I call it purple haze."
Mhm.
Huh.
Mhm.
Jimi Hendrix just walks out of
Right.
this puff of smoke.
Huge billow of smoke as he leaves the show. Yeah.
A halfling with a big fro.
Big fro. Yeah.
And
I
a
bet this is where
mandolin.
Pippa Diddy
And
frequents.
right. That's
And a
right.
man.
That's right. Pippa Diddy. And of course, he's got a lute strapped across his back. Electricity's flying up and down the string. Yeah. All right. But anyway, and
Squanto, my brother.
he shows you a bunch of the wares that he's got, and he's got this is the general tobacco store. Right, Squantos. He has all of the normal stuff that comes out of here, and a few things they get from other places in the Thizzian Kingdom. But he's very local, right? And all the tobaccos are going to be somewhere in that $20 to $40 a pack. Now you could buy it by the barrel, and we'll just kind of multiply whatever you'd like. But we're just kind of using modern thinking. $20 to $40 a pack. Now, what is that? Is that like an ounce, maybe?
Well, I'd assume that, it's probably like 50 cents for a pipe full,
Right.
per smoke.
So, yeah, we'll say the packs are like an ounce of tobacco. And it's like depending, the lowest end is 20 to 40. You do notice here because you do smoke occasionally, and there are some very cheap stuff you've run across in the brothel, of course. This guy is discerning though. Even the cheapest tobacco he has is pretty good quality.
Well, I don't want to carry any crap. I would just want to I'll take middle of the road from this guy, and then I'll go to what was it, Churchill's, and probably pick up something fancy. See, the fancy one, or is that Eastern?
Yeah, Churchill is the expensive stuff that runs anywhere between $50 and $100 a pack, and Eastern Exotics is your various marijuanas and medicinal herbs. Let's put it that way.
Okay, what's the legality of the medicinal herbs? Is there any kind of?
There is no law at all in regards.
Okay, I didn't think there was. All right, because there aren't any blue meanies. All right, so we'll get.
That's right.
I'll buy a few barrels from him. I mean,
well,
I would definitely, but I'd also want to pick up. See if he'll do any kind of bulk deals on.
I will.
Pipes.
You can do a charisma roll with each one of them, and we'll base any kind of discount on bulk you get, because you are trying to do a wholesale deal with them long term.
Yes.
And I'll let you name the various tobaccos as you want, but basically you're looking between 20 and $100 for a 1 ounce pack. A cask would probably hold maybe 20 pounds of tobacco, right?
Okay.
So I'm guessing. I really don't know. But we'll say 20 pounds a cask, little small casks. And you can do the math yourself and name it as you like and price it out. But so let's go ahead and give you 3 charisma rolls. One with Squanto, the other one with Churchill, and the last one with Ling Yang Yang Ying Ying Ji.
Okay.
Can you spell that?
No. Play it back. Play it back.
Ling Lang Lang GG. Well, I will roll, using persuasion as for business, not for deception, though.
No, obviously. Yeah, this is just business deal. You're trying to set up a wholesale relationship. Yeah, obviously. Go ahead.
Okay, so 19.
Okay, the first one was Squanto. That's a really good roll.
Yeah. Okay, now rolling again for Churchill.
Wow.
Whoa,
Churchill
25.
likes you a lot. He likes the cut of your jib.
Yes,
He has a top hat that is almost as tall as he is high.
And then, excellent, colorful. And here we go for the Mr. Ling, 22.
Oh wow, you did really well. All right, so for Squanto and Ling, I'm going to give you 20% wholesale discount. But Churchill, he thinks you're a profit. He's going to give you 50%.
Ooh.
Whoa, yeah, because Churchill, we're definitely going to feature his.
It's also that's expensive tobacco.
We're going to feature his blend at with Auntie. She's going
Yeah.
to sell it.
So just do your math and do how
Okay.
much money you want to invest. Do that on your own. You know how to do that.
Yeah.
Just set that up for your outfitter because you keep in mind I need to kind of change the art here, and I need a piece of art for you working in an outfitter or you hired someone, didn't you?
Well, right now I have help. Yeah, to cover the store while we're
Well,
out.
Because basically,
And I have
the Iron
I have
Outfitters
wages.
was owned by Brandy Mary, who is from Greenvale. She came down to do business here. She is unfortunately dead. It's no one's fault, though. No one.
But
Nobody.
in honor of her, we're naming the place Mary's Outfitting.
Brandy Mary.
So it's
You're
just,
renaming it Mary's Outfitters. Yeah, that's nice.
yes.
But anyway, he was able to buy that and just
And
kind of took it over. And you've been now. Do you have someone who's working on maintaining the relationship she had?
well, that's something I'm going to have to work on. The relationship she had with all the different sources for goods.
Right, of course. And now, being a halfling, her paperwork isn't the best, but it's efficient enough.
Oh, yeah. And I'll have to work on that. And I may have to take a crash course in business with my mom and have her help putting it together because she's been very successful
That's true.
managing the back end of the business.
That's actually
So,
what your mom does most. She is the business end. Your auntie is the front of the house. Yeah.
and I have one of the she's loaned me an employee while we're traveling right now, but this is something I'm gonna have to talk to her about as far
Sure.
as
Just
putting the
work it
business
out.
in.
The Dungeon Master Guide has a henchman system.
Mhm.
Cost, has monthly things, which I've been doing here with Honey. You know the system, so just use the system and do what you do.
Yeah, for sure. And it's pretty cool. I picked up
It's a good
some nice
idea with the tobacco, though. I like that.
Well, and I this was the perfect spot for it. And having the Eastern Exotics place, it's added hookahs to the lineup as well as some other water
Sure,
pipes.
and legitimate medicinals as well.
Legitimate medicinals.
Now,
Now,
keep in mind,
what about?
you're talking tobacco specifically, but you do know from listening and chats that one of your members of your party, she's the little one that's always kind of full of energy. Her name's Brina.
Yeah.
She actually is, if you want to get into heavier medicinals, keep in mind that would be in direct competition with the alchemist, and he is scary. But
Well,
Brina is, of course, connected to the Druid Circle, and there's no one that knows better about medicinals than those people.
no, and there's different things that we can feature to change that leverage so that we can
I'd say
be more
keep it
unique.
to tobacco. Yeah.
Yeah, we could
I
be more
agree.
unique in some of the tobaccos too, with some druid input.
Yeah, no, I mean that is a role playing aspect. And keep in mind, we are trying to run an old school game here, everybody. I know for some people they prefer the constant combat, and I'm cool with that too. But this is also a major part of D&D.
It's really fun.
It is.
Are
And
are
with that, we're going to move from the Bill, who's now in math mode, and we're going to a paladin who is taking armor off, and sticky noises are happening, and wafts of very bad odors are coming up. Amy,
hey. So I guess she's just resting up at the inn, as it
I don't
were.
know. I'm asking you what you're doing. Your sister is running around town introducing herself to people.
Yeah.
Bill's out doing business ventures. Puffin is considering stuff. Tater is actually thinking about the party's future, which someone has to. And I'll get to Lady in a moment, but you are second to last, Amy. So you've just got arrived here. It's around lunchtime. And you've been on the road for a couple of days. You've been in this armor. You're filthy and stinking, and you want to rest.
Hmm. So, well, I guess I'll just do that then. My sister vanished from somewhere, so I've been looking around and seen that she's gone, and not exactly sure what she went, but I'm sure she's okay. And
Well, this is a
I'll
super peaceful
just,
place, so.
yeah. So, I'm glad that she's found something that feels like home, and no place really does for me, so that's all right.
Right. Well, you
Um,
don't know what she's thinking, though.
yeah.
You didn't experience any of that conversation she had. So you're basically just taking off the armor and maybe getting yourself a bath and cleaning up and just resting in general. Did you want to do anything character development or just rest?
Um, well, I suppose while I'm here, I might as well try to make myself useful. Is there anything around here like a medical clinic or a church where they might
There
have
is
some use for someone who
there
can...
is a you saw when you were coming into town, probably I would assume the largest building. That when you came in, you know how in the old Western movies, people would go into town and it would be just a street with a few buildings on it. That's what this is. And these buildings have been set up for the larger folk. And
Mhm.
the rest of the Shire is basically just these rolling hills. Then that's what Greenvale is. It's a bunch of rolling hills. It's perfect for halflings. There's little farms everywhere. The waft of fresh tobacco is in the air, and off in the distance you see these little hill houses all over the place. But there's a small little street that has a bunch of buildings on it for trade and interacting with the larger folk, and that's where you are.
Mhm.
And at the end of that road, as you've seen in every Western, there is a God's Hall.
Oh, okay. Well then, I suppose I'll make my way over there. See if there's anything I can do to be of service. Now, in these villages, are people likely? I know clerics often are healers. Are people likely to come here if they need help? Or
Oh, of course. I mean, that's what the God's Hall basically serves. It's a spiritual and physical healing place. And as you approach the God's Halls are a little bit different. Same with the sanctums. They're not allowed to be built by locals, they are contract built. So this
Mhm.
building is actually properly constructed. Unlike the rest of the stuff. Now, I'm not saying halflings can't do carpentry. They can. It's a little odd for them to build something in the open air. They're underground builders.
That's true.
So they're
Yeah.
not great at it. This building is built by the specs of the God's Hall official Altarian Empire rules. Therefore, its exact dimensions. It follows the 432 principle, of course, and Fibonacci would be pleased.
Well, that's good. So it's a nicely made building and looks at least familiar.
hmm
Okay,
Uh,
well then I'll
Go ahead.
I'll walk over there then and I'll just, see if there's introduce myself to the people there and ask the father if there's any need for well, perhaps nothing so grand as a cleric, but at least a simple paladin who can offer some healing or some help to anyone who needs it.
Sure. Well, as you walk in, the exterior is identical to every other God's Hall you've seen, right? Matter of fact, I'll give you a picture of it because we do have one. Like I said, they are very controlled in their construction. Here is a God's Hall right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. And anyway, on the outside, it looks like any other God's Hall. When you walk in, however, it's different. Of course, there's huge vaulted ceilings here, and there are upper rooms here or there, but Instead of there being pews for people to sit down and take service, and what an inside of a church would look like, there's none of that. What you do see is an extremely chaotic environment. There are halfling ladies all over the place. You see as you walk in, there's one lady complaining about a bump on her toe, and you see it's literally the smallest scratch ever. And You see other people giving nourishing honey breads because that is the best healing thing ever. Obviously,
It's true.
it is true. And Basically, there is no one here that needs any help whatsoever, but they're all hypochondriacs. Hmm. Toward the back, you see a kind of aimless priest that feels like he wants to look like he's directing the chaos, but truly he has no control over any of this. He is a human, and obviously assigned from by the God's Hall itself. He is rather portly, which is not something you see all the time with clerics, priests and stuff. The God's Hall is kind of frowns upon gluttony, right?
There's halflings everywhere.
What was that?
There's halflings everywhere. All of that.
That
food,
is a
how can you
problem.
be
It is
good?
that honey bread healing is a serious issue. That is true. But he's a bit portly, and he's probably been chastised for it. But nevertheless, he, like I said, he seems a bit confused, and he's dressed in the plainest robes of a friar.
Oh,
And his name is
nice.
most certainly not Tuck.
Most
Got his
certainly
bald
not.
spot up there too.
Yes, his name
He's
is
Friar Duck.
his name is Duckworth.
Duckworth.
Ducky.
Friar
Ducky is
Duckworth.
his nickname. That's right. And he has a hobby. He keeps bees.
Oh.
Oh.
For he can make beer. Okay.
Well, it helps for the honey bread, right?
No, they don't allow him to touch their bees.
Oh.
They're very,
Well,
very,
then how
very protective of the bees. But anyway, you go up and talk to them. He's very happy to see a paladin, of course, and he immediately talks your ear off, and you can decide whether your character is annoyed or not. But you can tell that he has not seen a proper foreigner or anybody of the church in a long, long time, because everybody else in this room is halfling. Everybody. The only non-halflings are you and the priest.
Well, I'm certainly glad to have somebody who's now. I'm assuming he's talking about human issues, but maybe also talking about the word and tenets of faith and those
Yeah,
kinds of things.
he's saying all the things he's supposed to say. He is a proper priest,
Oh.
and he's not annoyed or hateful of the halflings at all. They just bewilder him.
They are a lot of energy. They're very, very alive.
They
I
are.
think
That is true.
there's something about that energy they have. Makes me think of my sister a bit.
And whilst you're talking to him, a very young halfling girl, she's probably 6, maybe 7, and you do have experience because you did grow up with your sister, and she comes over and she's holding up a honey bread for you.
Oh, bless you, darling. Hello.
And
So
what
kneel
do you
down.
do?
Oh, I kneel down and say hello to her. Like,
Mhm.
what's this, darling?
This is for your health. God likes it.
Bless you. Will you share some with me?
She takes another one out of her pocket and munches on it.
Oh, that's just as good, I think. Oh, this is lovely. Did you make it?
She shakes her head and points her grubby fingers over toward a halfling woman that is running around with two baskets of it. By the way,
Oh,
this place is overflowing with honey breads.
Wonderful.
And she's waiting for you to eat it.
Oh, okay. So I take a little and eat it politely. How does it taste?
Oh, it tastes amazing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is
So you continue your conversation with the priest, and he's talking about other things. And about 5 or maybe 7 minutes later, another little girl, this one's more around the age of 9 or 10, she comes up and she says, God likes it. She holds up a honey bread to you.
I know what's happening. Is she gonna have to roll like a constitution check to see if she gets addicted or not?
Give me time. Go ahead. That little girl's full of
Wisdom
honey bread.
saving throw.
It's. I did have a piece earlier. I'm sure it's lovely. Is this your mother's bread that she made?
She points to another woman running around with baskets.
Oh.
She just holds it up, waiting for you to take it.
Oh. I take it with both hands and bow my head graciously and say, "Thank you, dear."
Okay. She takes another one out of her pocket and starts eating it and waiting for you to eat it. She's looking up at you with doe eyes. So cute.
Aw.
She's starting to look sad. You're not eating her
Are
honey
you
bread.
gonna eat the bread? Are you gonna eat it?
Are you gonna eat
I'll
it?
take a little piece off. I've had some today already, but this is lovely.
Okay. She walks off. Now,
Say
you
that,
realize
baby.
very
I think it's
shortly
lovely.
here that the longer you stay in this building, the more honey bread you're going to be given. And there's something that you remember. Well, no, let's see if you remember. Give me a wisdom roll.
Hold on.
Would it be like an insight specifically,
Yes,
or
insight. Yeah, it is specifically insight. It is.
Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the ruler up. Doop. Doop. Doop.
Papa Puffin. That's right, Dave.
Mhm.
There we go. And I think that's. Oh no, that's not right. Well, that's not right either. Okay, no, that's not right.
Insight.
what is your
I just
wisdom?
want-
Insight is under wisdom.
You may or may not
Yes.
have the skill. You don't necessarily have it.
No, I'm just trying to get this.
She's
There
trying.
there we go.
She's trying.
I'm trying to get the roller to work. It's kind of like no.
Oh, I see.
Well, no, don't do
Okay.
that.
All right. So what'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got 17.
Okay.
Nice.
You remember very clearly growing up when you were kids, because
Mhm.
you're all about the same age. Sindari is a little bit older, but you guys are all basically the same age. And you remember growing up, and there were several times where you either snuck or were given confectionaries from your aunties or your grandmother, and you all ate way too much, and you got sick to your stomach, and your mother shook her finger at you and said, "You see, you better not eat so much." But you remember your sister could eat all day, and it wouldn't matter, and she didn't gain an ounce.
That's right. We always said if she grew much more, she'd get tall. If she much more, she'd really get taller. But she never really did.
No, that is true.
Mhm.
But halflings have the ultra mega metabolism.
It's sweet.
So
It's very
therefore, what I'm saying is you can feel yourself getting fatter just being in the presence of the honey cakes.
Run.
Run,
Don't walk.
run,
Run.
run, run away. Run from the halfling god's hall. Run.
They know what they do. They know not what they do.
They
Well, I
know
think
they know
everybody.
exactly what they do. They're
Mhm.
insidious. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna
This
talk
is why
to.
you kill halflings to take their businesses.
That's right. That's exactly what
Wow.
happens. Good job, Puffin. So I'm going to come back and ask Lady last, and then we'll move on to whatever else next you want. But whilst you guys talk amongst yourself and decide what that next thing would be, I'm going to get some coffee.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going back to. I'm assuming we have a meeting place somewhere we're all staying for the night. So I'm
Yeah.
heading back that way. I don't know if, and I'll just relay the information to everyone when they get there of what I learned about $1,000 a head for any red cap rebels. So, but I don't really have much more
But
information
they're
than that.
way to the west, aren't they? Or northwest?
Well, he said there was some to a little bit north of the town, but yeah, most of them are way to the northwest. Yeah,
Okay.
west northwest. Yeah.
Well, I thought the whole reason to go back to our main town was to Put away the gold for we won't lose it.
That's that. I mean, this is just another option. I'm
Okay.
just saying. Yeah, because
Is there?
we knew that there. Oh, what's up?
Oh, is there like a trustworthy bank in this town, or
There
is
will
that
be
not?
once I build it.
I don't really think there are banks per se, like regular banks. I don't think they really exist. At least not out here in the
Hmm.
periphery of the empire.
That's
Mhm.
why,
Oh,
that's why I'm
I
building
don't,
it.
Tater. I don't
Yeah.
know. I know you feel the need to right every wrong because of such of the horrible things that you've done. But I
hey,
really, just to be honest with you, I would kind of like to not have this martyr, personality influence all of our lives all the time. So if it's okay with you and your complex, maybe just put it on the back burner for a little bit. And I'm going to go back home and take this new cart that I bought and this ass who's going to pull it and take all these wares back to the store. And quite possibly after that, maybe go back to the dungeon where we left a couple of our comrades who were just kind of sitting there by the fire waiting for us.
yeah, you're right.
Instead of going running off in the wild woods to
Mhm.
chase down the elusive red hats, which you know
Yeah.
nothing about nor where they are.
I know the caps are red.
It's true. That's
They do
that's
have.
what they have said. It's possible they
Mhm.
may be magenta, maybe crimson,
Oh.
maybe even vermilion, and
I'm
slightly
going to put my
orange.
hand on your shoulder, Tater, and be like, "You heard him, Tater. Get pulling that cart."
Why do I have to do it?
He said
No,
he got a new
he's
ass. Get pulling.
he is the old ass. This is a new ass's name is Matilda, and she's a very nice donkey.
Oh,
Aw.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
No, you got to be
Brina,
extra if it
Brina,
waltz.
I think you'd like this one's personality. She's a very sweet young filly.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
And I do want to get some new armor. So I suppose.
No, whoa. We got to make a bank. You can't be wasting money on armor.
Oh my god. Yeah, plus you got a lord for a daddy, so you're gonna get shit anyway.
Yeah.
It's the
Not
rest
the
of us
less
who got to worry about it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
You
see how
worry
much
about-
money you. We'll see how much money you actually need when the time comes. For me to
Yeah,
actually establish the
Pretty
bank.
sure the Lord's gonna want to be into that.
I think you're going to need somewhere in the excess of, I don't know, let's say $20 million, maybe.
Nah.
Out
Maybe
here,
$100. Yeah. With
No.
to have those
And
barons,
you gotta have that skill to be able to look at gems and know how much they're
Well,
worth.
Praise.
appraising
Appraise,
something, we're pretty good at a lot of that. I mean, just given the nature of
Yeah.
our adventures. But I'm thinking just because it's going to have the baron's name tied to the bank, you want to make sure you have plenty of capital to fund it.
Yeah, it might go under.
true. Well, it depends on the scale, right? That Puffin is coming. This is primarily Puffin's venture.
Well, Roland,
I've got
what
other-
kind of scale are you thinking of? Oh, generous priest.
You're flattered it will get you nowhere. But I'm thinking
Never.
of a.
Ass kiss
No,
her.
it actually does all the time.
Yeah, just not with me. That's why we get along so well. Anyways, I'm thinking of having a moderate scale that can facilitate growth as more and more people will be moving to this area. I thought that with our new influx of wealth that we should get a handle on the growth and development of our esteemed town. Being as though we're its defenders, we should also defend it in more than one way, perhaps financially as well.
Call it the
Plus-
Iron Bank.
Yeah, right. That's never been done before. Plus, there's this really good idea. We can reinvest the money, and so we don't really have to have everyone's money in the bank all the time because unless they all come and try and get that money out at once.
Oh, great. We
Yeah.
are playing spreadsheets and ledgers now.
Fraud.
We're no longer playing Dungeons and
Fraud
Dragons.
incoming. Isn't that wonderful? All right.
I
And we
told
don't.
you if
We can
it if it becomes
release.
spreadsheets and ledgers, I am out of here. So
Yeah.
let's
Yeah, we're not
always.
doing that. We're
No,
not
no,
doing
no.
that. I would just.
But for those of you who are doing businesses, just use the system in the DMG, and go
For
ahead and set it
sure.
up so because it is a fun part of the game if you want to do it. But it is more something you do on your own. It's like a
Right.
side solo part of the game. Nevertheless,
Uh-huh.
lady, now
Yes.
you are, of course, a gnome, raised by
Mhm.
gnomes from the West. You grew up here, probably were born here. I don't know what decision we made, but you grew up in Iron Pass.
Mhm.
But and of course, your parents told you the stories of how the gnomes of yesteryear used to live, and some still do. And although it's slightly different, these halflings, which you've never interacted with in their own biome here, like you are, they do live similar to those old gnomish stories, under the ground and stuff. You guys tend to be under trees, and it's a little different, but it's similar. And you've never been to a place that was just full of little people. Now, they're a different race from you, and you're well aware. You're not like Honey, who's
Mhm.
delusional.
Mhm.
But you've never been in a place with little people before like this. Your family is gnomes amongst giants, right?
Yep.
So, is your character interested in doing anything in this little hamlet or not?
I got a storm right now. Uh, well, she was gonna first take care of the feed and bathe the dog, then bathe herself,
Right, right, right.
and then everyone else is gone. So she will probably admire the little homes. Probably see if she sees someone outside. Ask, "Can I have a tour of your home? Because I've never seen anything like this before."
Well, you do as you're kind of walking deeper into the Shire area. It is all rather tight amongst each other with little farms, and it's quite a beautiful place.
Mhm.
Shires tend to be, and you run into one lady who's out front tending her flower beds
Mhm.
with two of her children. One little boy just wants to play with sticks. The other girl is attentively focused on what mother is doing. Um, and you ask her, you say hello, and she interacts with you, and you say you would, you explain a little bit about yourself,
Mhm.
and you ask for a tour of the home, and she's very happy to show it to you. The little girl takes a honey bread out of her pocket and holds it up for you.
Of
What's
course she does.
this?
She said, "God likes it."
Eat it. Do it.
Well, did God give it to you?
No, Grandma made it, but God likes it. You should
But
eat
she
it.
she squats down in front of her. But I'm a druid.
You don't like honey
Mm.
bread?
I didn't say that.
She just takes a pinch off the bread and nibbles on it.
It's absolutely fantastically delicious.
It is good. I will share it with my friends. She'll take it, wrap it up, and stick it in her pocket.
Okay. And the lady takes you for a tour. Now, like I said, you've never been in an actual gnome home. It's only been
Mhm.
described to you, and there's a couple storybooks that probably has pictures, right?
Mhm.
But this is different. It's a little bit different, but nevertheless, they are underground homes. They're beautifully and cozy and warm. Very happy. There's a full-on kitchen in here and a living area, a den type of thing. And she happily shows you her home, and it's beautifully kept. It's very neat. Halflings are very neat, much more so than gnomes. Gnomes are a little bit more, let's say, in tune with nature. Is that a nice way to put it, GOP?
Yes.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Loosey
Halflings are
goosey.
tidy,
I,
though.
I,
They're hippies.
I
The
asked her,
gnomes are, yeah.
"Do you not have a druid circle here?"
She says, "No. I heard there was one to the west, though, in another in another town. But no, we don't have a circle here."
I begin to think that perhaps this town needs a druidess, but she's not high enough level. But
No,
just
you're nowhere
something
near
that's
Hierophant level. No, you're not.
no.
A seed is planted.
Yeah, she thanks her for the tour. This is a beautiful town. This is the fairy tale books my mother used to read me.
Very much so. Now, keep in mind, guys, just a little bit of outside of the story information. When Tolkien created his stories, whether it be from his first child story to the greater epics, um, his idea were that the hobbits represented the English, right?
Hmm.
And great farmers, lovers of tobacco, great bakers, very English. And you also got to keep in mind with hobbits and halflings, of course, it's just a hobbit. um they are as religious a people as the English are, and the English are not really religious.
Were the Urukai the French?
Yes,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay.
Or the Germans. I think
Yeah.
they were probably like the Gestapo or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do represent the enemy, of course. But and Tolkien was a World War I guy, not a World War II guy. But
Mm.
so yeah, damn French. But nevertheless, um, therefore, halflings love the tradition of religion, but they're not religious. They're not culty in any way. It's just not in their nature, lady. And druids
Okay.
are very culty.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna head to the tanner's shop if there's a
Uh-huh.
tanner shop and
There
look for some.
probably is one in the edge of town. Yeah, there probably would be one, sure.
I'm looking for some really good leather that to make armor with
Right.
eventually.
There isn't a shop per se, but there is a tannery that is used in the town. And the
Okay.
leathers, as it's middle level. Halflings are not particularly good or bad at it. But
All
they're,
right.
the leather here, you imagine you could probably find better quality um,
Somewhere else. Okay.
somewhere else. The best
Yeah.
tanners are known to be the elves.
Yeah. I figure I'm gonna have to end up traveling north someday and see if I can get some elven armor, leather style. But
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. I'll head back to our place we're staying for the night. I
Now,
am
honey,
very tired.
you went with this little family, not too far away, just south, to a Shire home, but it is effectively just a workshop with outside and
Right.
inside aspects to it. And you're chatting with these people; they're friendly, and the whole conversations are constantly in arcane. Matter of fact, their common is a little bit because there's a few times you have to cross over, because they're culturally different from you. Their common is with a pretty solid accent, um, but they converse in arcane solely, really. And these guys are working all kind of things. Now, the older man and a couple of the other men that you don't talk to too much, they're higher level than you, artificers. But you are very skilled, though, so you do take their note because you're better than most of the people here. What are you, fifth level?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
turned level 5.
So well, that's not just. That's very high level. That's extremely high
Oh.
level. Yeah, you guys don't understand. So they do respect your study and your ability, and you gain their admiration in that respect very quickly. And nighttime comes, and of course they, being tinker no tinker halflings, which operate a lot like a tinker gnome, they they take a dinner break,
That's cool.
and food is brought in. It's hearty and tastes good enough, and then they get back to work. And you're just so caught up, and you realize it's the middle of the night, and the whistle blows, a little teeny whistle, and everyone goes off to clean up and go to bed because they have to get up early and do it again.
Right.
So it's quite late. You are covered in dirt and greases, and everyone thanks you for your day, and asks if you have a place to sleep for the night.
Oh, seriously, I should probably I believe there's an inn in the town, and I should be at my party. My sister would be quite worried if I don't. I was like, she's probably going to be a little upset for me being this late, honestly.
But I thank them very much and assure them that I do have lodging. That this has been just a absolute joy of a day I've spent in their company and learning and getting to check out internal combustion engines. I have plans of making my own driving mounts at some point.
Okay. A young teenage girl, tinkerer. She, as you're leaving, she comes up and she has an older woman standing, staunchly behind her. These guys are not they're not unfriendly, but they're not like the other halflings. She comes up with a basket that is covered, and she hands it to you, and she says, "Godspeed."
Thanks. And I curtsy and thank you very much for the gifts and for the good time and that I pray that God bless their home and their crops and their lives and their
Yep.
dreams.
Yep. That's all. That's very nice. Do you look in the basket?
Yes.
It's full of honey
What I
bread.
see.
And I knew it.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
Well,
by the time you guys all get together late in the night after all of your various activities, everyone's clean. Your ears are unwaxed. You're sitting in the tavern. Some of you might be having a beer or some other indulgence, and you're chatting for your day through your day. You all realize that you have about 2 baskets full of honey breads.
You
And
think we can sell this in town?
well, they are
What?
quite good, but you're like, what is the obsession in this town? But nevertheless, this is a hamlet. Sorry, not a town. But they're super sweet people, and they're very good at what they do. And you guys had a nice little rest from your various things. Other than the people who didn't show up, who are stuck in the rain back at a campsite underneath poorly built tents,
With no honey bread.
and they're stuck with Larry, who is singing ditties all night long.
Ah,
all night long.
My response
All
to that
night, all
is
night long. Yeah,
well, what's that famous saying? Chester sucks to suck.
it does.
hmm
And
I think that was Sons too.
it was
Yeah,
Sons
Um,
too. It was. Yeah. Always look to distant and see if enemy suck, because sucking enemy is sucky.
mm-hmm.
hmm
Makes
We could
sense.
put that on a t-shirt.
Ancient Chinese secret.
hmm
Okay.
If enemy defeats
But honey
Okay.
themselves, no worth fighting.
Now, the you guys pack up and you head out, of course, and you head. You're on road paths now. So, now, did you guys get horses and stuff from before, or most of you on foot?
I'm on dog.
Well,
Um,
let's see.
Yeah,
We-
but you're single.
We ran guard,
Yeah,
and
so you
we had
probably
our
didn't.
own,
Okay, it doesn't matter.
and
I'm
we
just
had our
asking.
own. We had our own wagon, but it had that with donkeys, I think, and that's going to be at the camp still.
Yeah.
Um,
So you guys
but
are on foot, which is fine.
I did buy a wagon or a cart,
Well,
and,
you
and
did. Yeah.
yeah, and,
Yeah.
and a donkey.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And you're leading it along. Anyway, you guys are on roads the rest of the way. Pretty well kept roads. Kind of think of Roman roads. The Thysian Kingdom roads are pretty nice. They are elven made. But to be fair, the Altarian ones, which you start hitting when you get to the south, are better. Nevertheless, it's easy travel. There are several little road stations around the way for you guys to, reprovision or whatever you need. And of course, after 2.5 days of travel, you find yourself back in Iron Pass.
I will. Oh, sorry. I'll just say during that time frame, I had plenty of time to bring back my closet. So
Yeah, of course, easy enough.
okay.
Feeding the dog and y'all honey bread.
Yeah, no, a lot of honey bread has
Did I
been
request a
eaten.
conserving?
I refuse to eat honey
Everyone
bread.
gains 1.7 pounds.
I
Okay.
haven't eaten any of it.
I will
Right.
not eat that honey bread.
You
It is
lie.
You
dangerous.
liar. You liar. You ate the most. Anyway, you find yourself
Tater
back
is
in Iron Pass.
more shaped like a tater.
The
Minus one charisma.
it's pretty normal when you come riding in. Of course, some of you probably peel off because as you come in from the north and south into the town, Wonderland is off there to the left, so the ones who live there probably peel off. But the town is normal; it's bustling. There are several explorer caravans in town right now, so it's actually quite busy. It's not nothing you hadn't seen before, but it wasn't this busy when you left. So everyone's up and doing their thing, and you guys get to your nice little beds, and everyone has a good night's sleep. The next day, you wake up, and everything is normal. Now, you guys have various things I know you're going to do with moving money around and doing things and negotiating and such like that. All I need to know is how many days are we staying in Iron Pass?
I suppose it depends. Well, I don't really have anything that's going to take that much time. Puffin, you were starting a business, and we had a few other people doing business related stuff.
Right. Yeah, I know.
So,
We discussed that. So I'm just wondering how many days do we put toward the mundane? Is all I'm
2.
asking. That's
2.
probably not enough.
Maybe a week.
Well,
couple
3.
weeks.
I would say
We've got
you would
people at
need.
camp.
I'd say you need at least a week though.
May I
About 2 weeks.
suggest we
2
take
would be
Okay.
better. What?
2 of those wooden coins and take them to various people to see if they can figure out what those are.
You
'Cause
could.
I just got a
But
bad
Bill has
feeling
them
about
in his
that.
position and his
But I
possession,
asked him.
and no, he
I
told you to
asked
go to
him.
hell.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Don't
you did.
speak for me.
That does sound like Bill, though.
It does sound like Bill. Yeah.
I would be happy to find out what these are. Here you go.
Okay.
So you
You
take
take
the
one.
daddy, I'm assuming.
You can have one.
Well, no, her father is the best person to talk to about this, other than
Yeah.
a higher level
then-
alchemist or artificer.
If he's
which I
that
don't know.
good, he doesn't need the whole bag.
I just asked him for like 4 or 5.
Okay, that's fine.
Before I
Okay,
can
fine.
take it over to the wizards and
Well,
yeah.
no,
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
father would be the best person to talk to about that.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
without question, your dad is the
The
right
wooden
person.
coins.
So, you give them to him, and of course he said, sure, he'll take a look at it. A couple of days later, your dad does mention at breakfast in the morning that he has, he returns them to you, and he says that these are alchemic coins.
That'll explain the mercury and the sulfur.
Mhm. Now, alchemic coins are just for general understanding, are a spell component for higher level magic. And alchemic coins tend to be used more in group magic than individual magic. It's not something that if someone's out adventuring and they're going to cast a spell, they need this component. Because you guys who do use spells, you have components. Honey has mechanisms, right?
Right.
But this is more group magic. And he explained to you that the higher level of spell, the more quantity you need. Now, you guys know that there were thousands of these.
That's a big spell.
It's a big ass spell.
Or a series of long-lasting spells.
Maybe.
So it's either going to be the lizard people or who was making it?
Well,
the
Bill
giant
was the one who saw all this. And,
yeah, Bill.
Bill's inclination was very clear that the Yuan-Ti were selling it to the Fomorian, right? That was what it looked like. They were selling it to him. And
they were
because
delivering it, right?
they were delivering it or doing whatever they were doing. It was from the Yuan-Ti to the Fomorian. And another thing from after the fact, with 2 of those humans being dead when you came back in, that it clearly was a transaction, right?
Okay.
Yes.
From Yuan-Ti to Fomorian. That's what you have, the information you have from your experience. Anyway, you have that. So you guys spend the next 1 week or 2? What are we doing?
Ooh.
We've got a lot of people back at
Do
camp
you?
waiting for us.
We
yeah.
have we have a
Well,
Larry and a Rabbit who
We
are part of the same
and a comic book
organization,
Bob.
and you have
well,
well, Bob, is it really?
And
Uh,
potentially my sister.
well,
they
yeah, but
they
she was part of the guard on the caravan, so I think she's fine.
Speak
Um,
for you.
yeah.
and
So we have one person and a bard, right?
yes, you do. We have
That's
Yeah.
one person
that's a
and a bard.
different.
Yeah,
That's different than
yeah,
multiple people.
it is. It is. It's two. So
No.
so what are we
More
doing?
like
1
1.5.
week or two? I need to know. All
I will stay for 2.
right. Anybody else?
Okay. I
No,
guess we're doing 2.
Oh, fine.
Well, no,
I don't.
during that time, you're able to get everything done that you want to do quite easily. You're trying to set up a store and get a management. And I would say we're not going to do that work here. We're not doing that.
Right.
You guys
Right.
do it on your own. The DMG has a complete system on how to do that, and there are extra OGL information in regards to how to run a business in D&D. You can look that up, and I encourage you to do so because I think this is a big fun part of the game. But everyone is working on personal, private stuff. Excuse me, and that's all great. Lady is spending more time with the circle because she does have responsibility to them. The girls are probably spending more time back with on the family homestead, which they do have responsibilities, and the God's Hall for Amy as well. We have several businesses being put into works as well. So everyone gets all that done in that 2 weeks. It's plenty of time to 100% successfully accomplish whatever it is you're doing. Just make sure you account for all your money spent and just write it all down in your character sheet and do that at a later date. Okay?
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions in regard to that, though? Business starting,
Yes,
hiring, and
not
stuff. Go ahead,
questions.
lady.
I'm turning because I'm so small. I got to change my dollars into gems. What percentage will I lose of my money for doing
10%.
that? Okay.
Because it's from your father.
Okay. Quick question too.
Usually it's
Since
20,
we're spending,
lady. Usually it's
Okay.
20.
We had
So-
20 gems to be appraised still.
Right.
Mhm.
You guys get all that done and just do the kind of rolling and stuff that's needed for that bill. GOP?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So since we are spending 2 weeks of downtime,
Yeah.
should I re-roll my downtime rolls?
Yeah, no, you
For
guys
the
should do
second
all
week.
of that. You should maintain all of that stuff.
Okay.
Do all your rolls for leveling up things, all the stuff with getting money. Honey is the first one ahead of business going, so she's making. What are you making? Like 5,000 a roll now? I think it was, yeah. So she's making money, and soon she'll be making more money. But that's using a very basic system. There is a more elaborate one. And honey, what I would do is I would ask Bill in a week or two, what's the better way to do it? Because by then Bill will know.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, screwed that up.
No,
Bill
because he's
says,
got
"I'm not doing spreadsheets."
No, he's got to meta the hell out of me. I guarantee it.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. I just got back from a 3-day convention. I played mostly
You
AD.
can't lie to me.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Or
I'm gonna go.
GOP even. Yeah, but
I'm gonna go Thaco on you.
You
Yeah.
should. You should, dude. You should.
Why
But
is
whatever.
this not working?
All of that
It's
stuff,
cool.
just take care of on your own behind. Like I said, the DMG has all the information you need. There's also a lot of extra OGL stuff on running a business in D&D because 5th edition, the earlier editions were really great about it, especially the real early
Yeah.
editions. But 5th edition is more of an introductory and it doesn't care as much. So there's been plenty of people for 5th edition put out information on how to run a business. And you can find that online really easy. Just D&D 5th edition business. And you'll find a bunch of stuff. So any of you who are doing that and interested in that, please do that on your own and have fun with it, right? And of course, these things will generate money depending on how you're going about it, right? And keep in mind, we're in the straight 5th edition conversion. We're using just dollars, but the silver, gold, platinum, all that stuff that's in the rules, just convert them normally to dollars, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a copper piece. A copper piece is $1.
Okay.
Let's
So
go find
conversation-
something to kill.
Why are you the itchy one? All right, so
I don't know.
2 weeks pass.
What?
You guys have a nice time with family. It's a nice rest downtime. Some of you have been very busy on business, and things are coming up. You guys are doing good. Your renown is up in the town. People know who you are. They knew who you were before, but you've made a name for yourself in town, and that's great. This is a season now with spring here is upon us. More and more caravans are going to be coming in and out, right? Do keep in mind a lot more people go into Cade's ruins or beyond than those who return. It is deadly. It's a grinder, but people continually come from the west. They just keep coming through that pass, looking for fortune. This is basically you guys are in the 1849 gold boom, but it's a explorable delve instead of a gold stuff. But some people are making money from selling, and at the end of that time, you guys are all geared up. You've got your provisions. Maybe some of you have decided to buy horses, which once again, just look in the book and buy it.
Okay.
And you're going to head back to Cade's Delve. I'm assuming.
Real.
Yes.
Can I do a bargain thing? Because I want to try and buy a +1 armor. And can I just roll to see if I get a discount or anything like that? I'm going to. Well, who would I go to in town to buy magical armor?
Probably my
Lady's
sister.
Papa. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to him and try and buy some +1. I mean, if I can, I don't think I
I'll
can buy
go with
+2,
you.
but yeah, +1 studded leather armor. I go in. I'm gonna shop and see how much it is.
Because it is, you are her childhood friend, and you're also the young lord who's now been allowed to be acknowledged as such. He will
Mhm.
give you a 20% discount.
Okay, and there's no point in rolling.
No,
That's
no,
the best
no,
I'm gonna
no,
get.
that's
Okay.
what you got. Yeah.
Would he
All right,
happen to
and
have two suits?
Do you have that much money, though?
how much? Because I thought we were adjusting the actual prices.
We're not.
Because
No.
okay,
Magical items
uh,
are stupid expensive.
I
Stupid.
have 74,000 on me,
Well, how much
and
is studded leather +1?
studded leather. Well, regular studded leather is 45 gold,
Alright,
so that's
+1
4,500.
armor. How much is that?
Yes. Let me see. +1 armor. I'll look it up real
For
quick.
+1 studded leather, you probably have enough, but it's going to take most of your money, dude. It's really expensive.
Yeah. How much is +1 armor? 5e.
Because it's going to be like several thousand gold pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that is tens of thousands of dollars, right?
Okay,
Or
so
even
any armor.
100,000 or 1,000,000, right? It's expensive, dude, and it should be.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah. So this one's saying 1450. So
1450.
that's
So times
yeah.
10. So 14,500.
No, times 100.
Oh, times 100. So
So
140,000.
yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
No, magic items are stupid expensive. They really are. And it
Okay.
also gives you a really a good understanding of how rich her papa is.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
And he's got a lot of
really wealthy.
kids.
He's a multimillionaire. He's got a lot of kids to take care of, but he's also very smart about not showing it off. Her family doesn't. They don't look poor by any means, but they don't walk around with rings on every finger and gold sashes. They don't do that. He's a very
All
shrewd
right.
businessman. Her dad. He's not an evil guy. He's a good guy, but he knows he's a rich man, super rich. He's probably got more money than the Baron has, to be honest with you.
Okay.
While they're there talking with my dad, I'll ask, Bill here, you go, did you ever tell anybody about what they use those wooden coins for? Any of the authorities?
Did I tell anybody?
Yeah. After I told you.
No, my friend.
I look at Tater.
I was kind of under the impression that what goes on in Cade's Ruins stays at Cade's Ruins. That seems to be what the authorities here have been pretty.
Well, Cage Ruins rules, but not here in Iron Pass, of course. But that doesn't matter. You don't have to say anything to anybody. That's up to you, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just Badgers. And now, mind you, I'm trying to play my character to his intelligence and his wisdom.
Right.
Yeah.
So because other things that affect the world up above, then that seems to
Doesn't
be into
affect
their
the world down below. Yeah.
because
Okay.
every other time we've been told not to mess with it or stay away or don't worry about it.
Right.
Did you
No,
say
you're right.
our Iron Pass renown went up?
No, I did not. But it has
Oh,
been
okay.
going
My
up
bad.
since we've been playing. So you guys do have renown in town. What is your renown right now in Iron Pass?
I'm showing 17.
Oh,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, it's really good.
well,
You've made
yours
a
is
name for
7.
yourself.
I think we had 16 and you had 17 just because you were a Baron Knight or
Where
Oh,
in the world
maybe.
did y'all get 16 and 17? I got 2 for Iron Pass.
No, you
Oh,
have not
Because
been
you
missed.
listening.
adding.
You have not been
You missed.
paying
Yeah.
attention. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been
It
giving you
didn't
guys
come
all
through
along.
the interwebs.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, if you want to walk around like the schnizzle, like the Pippadiddy,
Oh, never.
then you need like 100. So you guys are known,
Well,
but you got a long way to go.
and I want to make sure I
All right.
understood you right too. 2 sessions ago, I robbed a flim flam artist of a bag of 3,000 coins. Is
You
what
did.
you said.
Yeah.
Okay,
And you didn't
so
share
that
it with
was
Puffin.
No.
I did share. I didn't share with Puffin.
That's right.
No. And what kind of coins did I get?
You got
Should I
the
roll
standard
random?
Empire coins.
So copper pieces,
Well, they were
essentially.
probably in larger denominations like crowns. Or no, they
Okay.
would have been mixed because he was flim flamming, wasn't he? But they
Yeah.
were quite mixed. But yeah, you picked up 3,000, so several hundred coins, I would assume.
Oh, 3,000 coins, not 3,000 coins. Okay.
$3,000 worth of coins.
$3,000.
It wasn't 200,000 or
No,
okay.
no. It's $3,000. I'm trying to keep it simple
$3,000.
for the newbies, right?
I didn't think it was that crazy. So
No.
yeah, I just keyed in
Yeah, but
$3,000.
if you score a bag of a wallet with $3,000 off a Jackass, it's a happy night, isn't it?
It certainly is. I'm more than happy. I just wanted to make sure I was clear on. It was just a lingering question to clean up.
Okay.
So
So
cool. Yeah, I'm ready to go back, you guys. If you're
All
all
right.
ready.
So
Yeah,
you guys
let's go.
are all ready. You got everything.
Yeah.
Some of you might have bought horses. I don't know.
I'll be right back.
And you're heading off with whatever it is you want and need. And you guys pass the 5-day journey without any major kind of incidents. You do take the same path because it is the safest and easiest path. And you do stop in Greenvale. You do leave.
And we
with
get another basket of.
You do.
Because we're going to take
You
some
do.
to our
You
friends.
do. You do. Yeah. The little the halfling girls are just absolutely adorable, and you can't say no. They should be
Aw.
banned.
Do we stop by the? Oh, the mechanics who are working on
You
the.
most certainly could. I mean, but I'm not going to do any role playing.
Right.
I'm just spending the time. You come back to camp. Now, in camp, things look great actually because you're dealing with military men, right? Because we got Larry and Bill, and Rabbit's character who are military men. They're police, but they're military. You have a grumpy Svirfneblin wizard, and you have occasionally popping in and saying hi. You have a barbarian orc girl. So everybody here knows how to camp rough, and they all probably rather like it, especially a couple of them. So when you come back, the camp is really nice. There are more tents here because remember they have money in their pocket too. They have it set up really nice. There's a small, really teeny. It's not even. I don't want to say circus tent, but it's a larger tent meant for general, kind of being a general area like a den. There are, fur rugs and throws all over the place. The fire pit has been completely stoned out, and they've actually built a stone building for that they have built for holding goods that they put a very stout wooden iron banded door upon. And then Bill looks at it and says, "Oh, I could pick that."
Yeah.
And of course, you have your entry in, which is also had a stone wall eld around it, not enclosed, but eld around it. But they have been working it's been a month, right? It's been almost a month. And during that time, they have turned this into a proper camp. And as you guys look are in Cade's ruins, other than these little kind of villages that are popping up, they're all from this kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And this one, your camp could easily turn into a little trade section as well. But so these guys have been busy, and like I said, these people are kind of used to roughing it. For them, it's not roughing. They're all quite happy, and they have also probably been using that preserve room downstairs. Matter of fact, when you go in, you realize that they've set
Just
it
more
up quite
furniture.
well. It's a very comfortable place to hang out, and they've done a lot of adjustments. Matter of fact, the back area that was all kind of ratted out, they've cleaned up 100%. And the back rooms have been turned into actual bedrooms. There's no beds, but they do have
Bunks.
bunks and throws on the floor. So they're and it's been cleaned up quite nice. So during that time, these guys have been busy, and they're quite proud of themselves. And now, honestly, you should be proud of them because they did a good job.
I'll compliment them and give them some honey bread.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
They love the honey bread. They're very happy. Um, and also, I don't know
God,
who
that's
would
limit.
do this. Would it be Rabbit or it would be Larry? It's probably Larry. One of them has hired a couple of girls, very low end henchmen, that keep the place neat and clean and do some cooking and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Hey.
they created employment, and they've also got some, feminine touch, in the place as you do
Yeah,
need.
absolutely.
I would say
Give me
that
some more.
I loaded my cart with provisions to sell at Kate's.
Oh, sure.
So
Well,
I'm
they've
going to
kind of
take.
set it up in a nice way for you to be able to do that. And keep in mind, you're just a stone's throw away from that other kind of road station camp. There are many throughout Cage Road, but the one near
But do
you.
they feature tobacco from the Shire?
Well, give me a roll.
Okay. What
Bread. I'll go take the sell the honey bread if needed.
you want percents, or do you want me to roll a?
I want a percentile roll, please. Yeah.
You got it.
Dave's not here, man. Thanks, Dave.
28. You want to roll low, right?
No. So there are plenty of tobaccos being sold, of course. Although we'll say that there are a couple of your tobaccos, two variety that are not found here, although they're a bit pricey. But then again, you are dealing with explorers, and the ones who have money have money. So,
Oh, absolutely.
not as good as you'd like, not as good as you like, but not horrible either. So you can certainly set up and do that kind of thing. But the first thing I need to know is now that we're back all together at Cage Ruins, what is your plan? Now, let me just kind of lay it out. You guys do have some general information about the kind of general layout. Things move. Obviously, you don't have a PDF, right? Or excuse me, not a PDF, a PDA, from the sewage management AI. Now,
Okay. Yeah.
and it's not something you carry around with you, so it's good. It's a good peek at information, but it's not the beginning and end of all things. Now, on the first level in your general area, you're not going to go hundreds of miles, I'm assuming. You have on the first level, there is like a Yuan-Ti town, a trade town designed specifically to interact with explorers, right? They're just doing straight
Oh.
business, right? And with the Yuan-Ti, you have different types. You have the basic type, which look very human. They have a couple of features that are snaky. Maybe their eyes, maybe some scales or the bridge of their nose or something. But they in general look human, right? And then there are various iterations of them becoming more and more snaky down to the abomination, which is Naga, basically. It's a snake man, right?
Kind of scary. Those.
Oh,
Stay
those
away.
things, don't mess with that. That would be
Yeah.
the end of the day. But nevertheless, you have that, and there are other little nests of things you had seen that you could try to interact with. The second level is really your level, although it's not. It's no joke. So you guys need to make a decision how you want to go about attacking this, and because this is a dungeon delve, like a dungeon world, and it's meant to be harvestable, right? That's the idea. You're going in, you're taking out monsters and creatures, and you're taking their treasures, and you're profiting off of it, right? That's the whole thing. This is a harvestable dungeon. It's not just some
Mm-hmm.
little one-off thing. So therefore, what are we doing?
So on the second level, I mean, do the monsters that were there, because they were what, helmed horrors? You said
Well, that's
last
just
time, but
one
that was
stairwell. Keep that in mind. It's just
yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
stairwell. It's about an hour away
So
from where you are now.
okay, well, I'm just saying we would probably first go to the place to kind of see where things are currently in our immediate area,
You could do that,
because
but
things
keep in
move
mind
around.
that's not. It's generally useful, but it's not long-term useful. Things
Yeah, it's
move.
not useful for everything.
Right.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like checking, kind of see generally where things are, because if we can avoid the helmed horrors, great. But other where's the nearest pathway down from where we are? First of all.
Well, that would be actually one a little bit to the west, northwest. Excuse me, northeast. So it would be going
Mhm.
the other direction. You didn't go to the west.
Okay.
You didn't go that way, but there is a stairwell going there, and it doesn't have helm horrors at the bottom of it. That would be the closest one. That's probably only about 15-minute walk, 10-minute walk. It's not far. Now, do keep in mind the way this, because you saw the kind of layout for the best it could. Some areas are black, and because there's no.
Yeah.
It's an ancient system. But basically, what you see is there are sections which are basically utility, like you are in, right? And then
Mhm.
there are sections that, even though we would say they're on the lower level, they're not really, because they're cities, underground cities. Some of them have been taken over by other things. Some of them have been completely rebuilt, and some of them are just lay waste and open, right? So you have like these, you have like a segment, like a vertical segment that is utility. Then you'll have these city things set up. Sometimes they're multi-layered. Then you'll have utility, vertical band of utility, and then city, etc., etc. It's how it goes. It does like this. You guys are sitting on top of a utility band, basically. And to the
Okay.
east, you have a city that has been, or a town, I should call it, that has been taken over by Yuanti. And they're using it as a trade. You could see in the thing you were looking at that there are some lower levels to it. To the northeast, which once again is the direction you didn't go, there is a much larger actual city size that is just laid empty. And then there's a much bigger city further southwest, beyond the Yuanti, so two vertical blocks beyond you.
Hmm.
That is a city that seems to be inhabited mainly by Formorian. It's much
Okay.
deeper. The actual surface of the city is way deeper, even though I'm not counting that as layer. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get you. Okay, so I mean, if we know that better stuff is probably going to be on the deeper levels,
Well,
then
yeah.
Whoa, we want to
yeah,
not die.
yeah. But I suggest we either go to the stairwell nearest to us in the west, or we go explore that. How far did you say that city was? The northeast?
An
To
hour.
How
the
far away was
southwest,
that?
southwest, you have
Oh,
the Yuanti trade village, trade
yeah,
center.
not
Sorry,
that one. Um,
the empty one to the northeast.
yeah.
It's
Why
about
not?
similar. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Why not go to
Okay.
the UNT village and get some information on the empty city?
Hey, take some tobacco. They
We
may
could.
be interested.
They might be.
Okay. Peace pipe.
Yeah.
I got one
All right.
from Sconto.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna vote the stairways down. They're only 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
You vote for UNT Village. What does
Then let's
everybody
go to
else want to
village.
do? Yeah.
Let's just go
What's
straight through.
everybody's
Amy,
idea?
what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I
think the village sounds like a neat idea. There's a clear path to it.
There is. Yeah.
Now, that also before, if you want to fight the village tonight, the village is not.
No,
Not
the
the
village
place.
is not going to be a fight. No, that's true.
Right.
Well,
You want to go
unless
get
you're
some
puffing,
experience.
and then it could be a fight. You know.
Indeed.
Everything could be a fight.
Let's
Anything,
kill some
anything.
stuff.
Next character's got
Yeah.
All
a
right, let's go.
cleric.
Let's go fight and
For
die.
the swarm.
For the swarm.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 2 votes for you on T.
All right, lady.
Down the stairs.
Okay, that's 2. Honey.
Okay. Well, let's see. Downstairs is where those the armors are.
Downstairs.
No, we're not going down those
downstairs.
stairs.
No. Downstairs, there's going to be a fight, or we go to the trade village and there'll be no fight. Well,
Okay.
probably.
No,
Maybe.
unless you're puffing.
Well, I mean, if we wanted to find new armor or weapons, to help with fighting, I mean, it couldn't hurt to
It's true.
look for some opportunities. Healing scrolls,
It all comes
potions,
down to
the
dice
same
rolls.
You know,
Yeah.
the fights,
Well,
you're really
some
only
people
going to get
could-
magic items fighting. We're not going to
That's
be able
true.
to buy them.
Because you're not going to be
True.
able to buy them. It's too expensive.
We cannot afford them.
Well, now if you get some magic items and sell them, now you get some money.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
trade, right? Like maybe if you find a magic, I don't know, shillelagh
Well,
or
that's-
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
use.
but that's neither here nor there. Let's
Yeah,
vote.
just make
Vote,
a
vote.
choice.
Like-
Fight or no fight. Honey.
Okay, it's getting a little late. Maybe no fight. What?
So
What
no
if I don't
fight.
wanna make
Puffin,
everyone-
what do you choose?
What? Oh, where's Tater going?
He's going to fight.
I want to go a fight.
Okay, well he's gonna die if I don't go, so I have to go with him.
Okay, so
All right.
it's 3-3, so therefore I choose fight. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So Rabbit overrules it, and everyone
We're all
decides to
gonna die.
go for a fight. So I did roll a die. Just say I did. Imagine it. So okay, you guys head down. You head to the northeast, which is going the direction from that where you saw the Formore, Bill.
Fighting witches?
And it's to the west where you the northeast where you didn't go before. It goes to going to the left, right? So you
Correct.
guys go and it's the same kind of tunnel system you guys have seen, and you know exactly where the stairwell is, and you get to it, and you're heading down the stairwell, and you find yourself on the second level. Now, this is a pretty long stairwell because I know it's only one level, but these levels are very serious. And you get down here, and it looks very similar to above. The only difference is everything here is a little greasier, a little bit dirtier, not as well traveled, just dustier. Because the first level sees a lot of explorers coming back and forth, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a choice. You may go right or left.
Okay.
Why
So it's if we're looking at the map, well, since we're considering this our starting place, are we going to go left each time or right each time? How are we mapping this out, guys?
The best way for map making?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
The right and left
Doesn't
really
matter.
work in this specific type of dungeon. Normally you would be right, but because you're basically moving through water ducts and stuff, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You haven't been to any kind of proper dungeon layer yet. You're in the pipes.
Okay.
Basically, is what you are right now. You're in the pipes.
Well,
Okay.
I
so
mean,
I'm not going to be too concerned about mapping at this point.
It's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm already lost. So someone else map.
I'll send my closet towards the left, but we'll have our party go right. I'm just going to see if there's anything down there of interest as we go, and then I'll
Alright.
call them back when we're out of range.
Now, you guys
Closet.
are walking along, heading to the right. Of course, you're being adventurous, so you're being stealthy. And you guys are looking, and you don't hear any noises or see anything like that. But I do need a notice spot. I don't know what they're using now.
That'd be perception.
Perception. Everyone give me perception rolls. Actual rolls, not passive. Well, no. Yeah, no. Give me.
Yeah.
Well,
Actual
we're
rolls.
looking. Yeah.
Give me rolls. Give me rolls.
+5.
10.
Why does it give me 2d20? Here we go. 19.
Okay.
I don't see nothing.
Puffin
No.
rolled a 1.
I ain't even paying attention.
Ladies,
Sticking my
trying.
nose.
I am
What's your business?
still trying to find my page. I got
I
it here
don't know.
somewhere.
Where it's
There we
just
go.
a straight perception roll.
it's in the
Girls?
bubble chat.
I am counting my numbers, and I'm just adding in my modifiers.
Okay.
Looks like
Whoever
I
that
rolled a
was,
9.
nope. Okay. Nope.
That's wrong.
Add your modifiers if you have any.
It isn't going to matter. It isn't going to
Yeah. Okay.
matter. And then the only one I don't have is Lady, I think.
Damn it! Now I lost the damn page.
I put it in the bubble chat.
Are you traveling in your animal form or in your human form?
I don't know what
Probably
it
human form.
is about those dice
Human
puzzles,
form.
but they always
Oh.
stick on the page for some reason.
Okay. Bubble chat.
Or not human form, but your humanoid form, I should have said.
Well, I'm assuming she's
Okay.
in human form.
Yeah.
is
Okay.
default.
Let's see.
Hey, GOP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't our training with the dwarf be done and we have the toughness feat now? Because we already paid for
No, it's 10
13.
weeks
Okay.
of training.
So everybody fails, although GOP came close.
The 19?
You were very close.
Nope.
But you guys are walking along, and GOP at the last second you notice that along the trailing line of the floor, the edge between the floor and the wall, you see that there are these things that we hadn't seen anywhere else. They've been obviously placed there. These little kind of blinking, very dimly blinking gems. And you notice it, but it's too late. And everyone disappears, and you guys reappear.
Ooh.
You don't know where you are. You are in some much tighter, smaller hallway. There's a wall to your back, and you're surrounded. And you instantly, as you guys appear, you see there's a group of people bearing down upon you.
Okay, initiative.
Yeah, hold on a second. Relax.
Okay.
Okay.
Get busy with the facts.
Here we go. All right. So you guys see a group of this picture is at least 6 or 7 of them. They are coming in this much tighter hallway than what you're used to, right? And this area is much dirtier and damaged. And this group of, they look bandit-like, are charging and attacking you. Initiative.
Yeah. I'm way too excited about that.
Someone's trying to murder us. Get 'em.
23.
Okay.
I got a 23.
I should just put this in my bookmark so it doesn't. What is my initiative? Is that 20 plus like my
8.
Well, what's
Wow,
that?
Puffin, you're rolling really good today.
Mm-hmm. It's payback for the last time when I got like 3 20s in a row.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
You were rolling. Yeah, same thing happened to me. I was hot and nothing last week.
Now everybody else, come on.
Yeah,
Let's
come on,
go.
guys. Just roll your initiatives now. Come on.
Add your dex, which I don't think you have dex, Amy. So yeah, 9 should be right.
Okay. So it's just initiative is dexterity.
Just dex bonus, yeah, unless you have something special.
Okay.
Lady.
I'm having a fit. Sorry.
I know my thing didn't load
You
either.
are
but I
having
think
a
I-
fit, or the dice roller is having a fit?
Probably the dice roller.
Okay.
Dice
Yeah.
roller.
Refresh
Whoever's-
the page.
And
Player
just refresh the
9.
page, yeah.
Refresh your page and it'll clean off. all the dice.
17.
Play
All right, who's-
always work when you throw them.
Whoever's player 9, you rolled a 10. I don't know. I'm guessing that's Honey.
Yeah. Oh, 10 plus 5, so
So I rolled a 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Well, very good. Everyone
Luigi's got a
has your number in
17.
your head. Let me go ahead and make my roll.
All
All right. So whoever has more than a 13 goes before me, and it looks like our bangers go. So it looks like GOP and Bill are tied. So one or the other. So
I
He's
am
you have a wall
gonna.
he's
behind
got
you.
the
If
Okay.
once again, let me show you the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're playing off this picture. So there's a wall behind you. So there's no exit. You have this fairly narrow, about 10-foot wall, wide hallway, and there's a bunch of bandits that are just bearing down on you really hard. So let's go ahead with Bill first. Why not? Bill, what do you do? You're instantly in combat. Bad things are about to happen. These guys look, yeah, not so nice.
Instantly in combat. Am I instantly in melee or?
No, you have some space. You can take a ranged attack if you'd like. These guys are 100% in range to move and hit, though. You have
Sure.
no distance on them in that regard, but you can range if you'd like.
Sure. I'm gonna run up the side of the wall and get a count as on the heads as much as I can.
hmm
How many do I, while I'm loading my bow and firing, how many do I see?
7.
I call out the number
Okay.
to my mates so that they
This
know how
10
many we
foot
got to deal with.
10-foot tall ceiling, by the way. Or no, excuse me, 15. No, this would be 20, wouldn't it? Yeah, 20-foot ceiling.
Okay. First shot. Oh, not 20.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. Well, of course, the nat 20 always hits, and it doubles your damage, not your bonuses, your damage, your dice damage. Just it doesn't matter. But out of curiosity, because you have advantage that no one else has. Those he's finally using those slippers on GOP. But you notice that 5 of these guys are basically look, the same, right? And one of them in the back is clearly a wizard of some type, and the other one seems to be boss material. Okay.
And the two in the back, I see wizard, I see boss, 5 grunts, and I fire at the wizard.
Okay. Righty. Go ahead and give me your damage.
So should I do it? If it's a 1d6, should I do 2d6, or
Yep.
should I just double?
Nope,
Okay.
that's right. Plus, I think you. Now you are not in position for a backstab, are you? But yeah, no.
Oh,
So
no.
double your dice.
Okay. 2d6
Oh,
damages
wizard
plus.
the boss.
Plus whatever your normal bonuses are, right?
I think it's 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so the wizard takes 13.
Okay. You shoot at him, and he basically, with his staff that's in his hand, he kind of like a little shield comes up and he bats it away. Now that, of course, he still takes the damage, but I mean, you haven't struck him yet, is what I mean, cinematically.
Okay. And you just use my cunning action to try and flatten myself up as best as I can.
In this situation, it's not going to help. However,
that's fine.
Of course, you're out of range of melee strike.
Oh,
without question.
I got another idea. And this might be stupid, but I could just dash towards them along the ceiling, firing at their bosses.
Well, you've already took your vertical movement up, so that's done.
All right, we'll stop there then.
Yeah.
My next person.
But melee, you're out of it. GOP.
Okay. Do I have a clear shot on the wizard?
You do not. He does, but you don't.
Okay. I am going to. Let's see. I'm going to. Do I have a? So you said it was a boss-like guy in the back?
You can't see that. All you see.
I can't get him.
5
Okay.
grunts. Well, trust me, these are not grunts. But you see 5 normal for this group bandits coming bearing down on you.
Okay, I'm gonna hex the nearest bandit. Hex their strength.
Okay.
And strength checks, and I am going to blast them with Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
So, D20 plus. I think I've got a plus 9. Okay, yeah. Let me roll for my first one. 18.
Hit.
Okay, and I'll just do the damage first. So that is a D10 plus a D6 plus 5. 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And he's still up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Second beam.
Hold on a second. So. So that was 16, you said?
16 points of damage.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, and my second. Only a 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Just though.
And all right. Well, that's good to know. I am going to as far back as I can go. I don't think I have much room, but just trying to not get myself not be in the melee attack kind of thing.
Teleported. In your marching order. So wherever you were, you are normally in march order, which you're toward the back guy type of guy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, there's a wall behind you. There is no place to go. There's only
Fair enough.
Next, someone had a 17. Who was that?
Yeah, and I will yell out basically for everyone to focus fire. That's it.
Lady, you're next, I think.
Okay, entangle the group right in front, which is the 5 individuals, because I can't see the people in the back.
No, you can't. You can't. But
Right.
you have 5 in front of you. Yes.
Right. I'm gonna do a cast entangle, then shapeshift and attack next round.
Okay. So
you can do it as a bonus action.
Or that's what I mean. Bonus action is shapeshift.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you cast your entangle and you shapeshift. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So how does your entangle work? I have to make a save, I'm assuming.
Grasping weeds and vines spout out from the ground within a 20-foot square, starting from the point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground to an area that is difficult terrain. The creatures in the area saving throw versus strength.
Oh, the one has disadvantage. And do they do does it do damage or no?
Nope.
I don't think so. No, it just it just makes it slows them down is all it does.
It's not.
So the one in the front will have
It wouldn't
the one in the front will have disadvantage.
It wouldn't matter anyway. The range that those 5 are in, even half movement, they're still going to be in melee with you.
Yeah.
So, but you do slow them down successfully. That works, and you turn in, and then it's my turn. All right. So, these 5 guys bear into melee combat with you.
No, they're restrained. The spell says they're restrained.
Dude. They're slowed
A creature
down.
in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Cut their movement by half. All right, let me do that.
Yeah, that's the beginning part.
Yeah, let me do that.
The first one has disadvantage.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep, gotcha.
Okay.
So there you are. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know what is your spell penetrate? Your spell save throw. What is your spell DC? Lady.
I'm looking. My spell DC is. Come on, where the hell are you?
1,000,000.
14. Okay, so
yes.
he just made it. This guy made it, and then the one that got disadvantage. So let me roll twice for him, and he didn't make it. Okay, so the one that you put the hex on is restrained. The other 4 are able to, even though they're slowed, because they're so close to you, they're able to get in melee. So I got 4. And then I got the other guys in the back. Let me deal with these bandits first. So, who's up front? I guess that would be Lady and Amy, right?
Yes.
Our paladin, yeah.
Yeah. And Puffin, where are you? Are you in the front or are you in the back? Where you wouldn't be in the back?
I'm kind of in the middle. I'm right behind the
That's
two in the
fine.
front, so I can heal
So
them or step up and take a blow.
these guys split into two, and two of them attack Lady, and two of them attack Amy. So let me go ahead and do that. So let me do Lady first. These
AC
guys,
14.
yeah, okay. These
Okay.
guys are just swinging swords at you. Okay, so one hits, and the second one hits. Okay, so you get hit twice, and let me just do the damage here.
How wide did you say the tunnel was again?
It's
It's
narrower
about 10
than what
feet or
we
so,
were in.
like 10, 15
Okay,
feet.
all right.
So it's 2x2, or two people abreast.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is the damage you take. You take 18 points. Well, that was a really good roll. You take
Ooh.
18 points of damage, Lady, as this guy comes up and stabs you and pokes you with his sword twice. But that was what did I get? Max on those rolls or something?
You got max. You got max
Jeez,
damage.
I did, man. That's ugly. I wasn't expecting to be that high, but whatever. You are tough. So you take 18 points of damage, plus you need to give me a poison roll.
Okay.
So that's Constitution, I think.
Let me see if I have any pluses on it.
You might have resistance to poisons, depends on your character,
plus,
right?
plus 2.
It's at least Constitution for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually a Constitution check.
18,
No
a natural 20.
All right.
Yeah.
So now what this poison does, you succeeded. So you don't take any damage, but you are under a weakened roll. Now what this means is you have disadvantage on strength rolls.
Ooh, on a save.
On a
Dang.
save. Yes, on a save. Yes. Although if you had failed, that would have happened. Plus, you would have took damage every round. This poison is serious. Now, in the group, you know poison better than everybody, I think, except for you know poison better than everybody, and you know from your experience as a druid that this poison is no joke. It's very serious. Would you like to say something to your party members?
I can't because I am in direwolf form.
Oh yeah.
That's a very good point. Good job, lady. Take 50 experience points for being honest.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Next, I'm going to take my attacks against the paladin, which is going to be far more difficult. So let me make that roll right here. Yeah, okay, let me make that again. What, Amy? What's your armor class?
21. Do attacks of opportunity affect
Not
this?
now, not in this situation. Yeah, if they try,
they'd have to be.
If they're engaged with you and then they try to back up, then you get it. Yeah.
Unless you have like the sentinel feat.
Right.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Which is a great polearm combination.
Oh, polearm, yeah.
Yes.
Polearm sentinel.
I had me a polearm guy, and he was well, let's say effeminate. and I ended up getting killed by Bill, the bastard. But he used all of that kind of nasty little combinations. Of course, I was facing a guy that was like 5 levels above me. Fair enough. Damn Bill.
If I remember correctly, you said, "Oh, just kill me." But that's okay.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
I don't know what it was.
Fair enough.
But whatever.
Okay.
Hi guys. Anyway, this one of the two guys come up and take swings at you, and they are working very well together. And they both clank off your armor. You remain unscathed. However, the leader dude in the back, you guys still can't make you can't see him, but he does something, but it doesn't affect anyone in the party yet. But the wizard does do something, and the wizard's like, you damn rogues and your spider slippers. I shall teach you, sir. Let's see here. Could you look up real quick? He throws lightning bolt at him. I think, what is that, 66?
That depends on his level. Well, I don't know if I.
The level you cast it at.
Yeah, well, just tell me what it is real quick.
Lightning bolt is each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. Creatures take 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a success.
So what was the D6s again?
8.
8d6. He has to
okay.
make a dexterity saving throw.
I get it. Okay, give me a dex
Wait.
save. This guy's
What?
DC is 17. He is a banger.
Don't
I
don't
got
you
it.
have on
Perfect. Good man. So
Bill?
you're fine, and you take half of it, but I'm going to have fun rolling the dice anyway because you.
Yes, indeed.
Oh wait, Bill, don't you have uncanny dodge where
Yep.
once per for your reaction
He
you
can
can take
choose.
half
That's
damage
true.
again?
That's true. 30
Oof.
damage for that would be 15, and he probably does have that class feat.
Yeah,
for,
so I take 7.
if you choose to use it now, yeah.
Well, it's a reaction, so
Yeah, but I think you only get one, is what I'm saying.
Well, you get
No,
it
it's-
once per turn. He can use it as his
can he?
reaction.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
rogues, man.
oh.
So you take 7 points of
But-
damage, but ow!
Yep.
yeah, 7 zap. Now,
So if he
straight
got
line.
zapped twice, he couldn't use it again.
Now, since it, how far away was he?
It doesn't matter. He's well within range. However,
It's a 100-foot
That's not my
line.
point.
Yeah, it
that's not
doesn't
my
matter.
point. Is it going to ricochet?
No.
No.
It's not going to ricochet. However, you're the only one who can see this. He cast this spell, and you notice that he's moving way too fast. It's creepy the way he's moving. It's like super, super fast, as if he's at double normal movement speed.
Haste. He's been hasted.
Okay.
And therefore, he blasts one at you particularly, and then he sends one into the party. All right. So let's see. But how many people can I really effectively hit with this?
I'm stepping to the side.
I'm
Hold
going to
on.
make that decision. So I'm going to say that I can hit 3 of you, and I'm going to roll a 6-sider, and I'm going to make a decision on 1, 2, 3 is Amy side, and 4, 5, 6 is lady side. All right.
How many of his guys does he
Hold
have?
on. So he's firing another blast, so he twinned it?
No, he has haste. He can cast twice.
Yeah, he can cast.
He gets
Oh,
another
yeah.
action.
So this is going to lady side. So this is going to hit lady, Puffin, and
Tater.
no.
It's a but
Honey.
it's a straight line. So if any of his people are
Okay,
in
but
front
he
of
also
them,
hits
then
his
they
own
can hit,
teammates
which
'cause
they
it's a
are
straight
because
line
they're
from him.
attacking them. Yes, no.
Yeah, it hits all 5 of the goons, and then it hits us.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah, no, he bounces it off the roof, and then it bounces off the floor, and it goes through you 3. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
makes
It
sense.
doesn't count.
lady, Puffin, and Honey, make a saving throw.
I've got to fail.
This is a
I
DC 17.
I fail. And I do not have a lot of hit points.
Ladies
21.
lady saves. Very nice. Puffin fails. Honey, DC 17 save. This is a spell save, so if you have any bonuses, which you probably do, then make sure you add them to your roll, okay? And if I haven't made it clearly abundant, the wizard is the threat here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just message something real fast.
I think I got kicked off.
Honey,
of this
are you there,
for a
honey?
second.
Earth to Honey.
They're both once muted.
I'm here, Puffin.
The roller's locked up, so we're trying to get it working again.
Oh, okay.
Try refreshing.
Just
come
refresh
on
the
here.
page. Just refresh
refresh
the
it?
page. Are
Yeah.
you guys still using like your phones to do this rolling stuff instead of a computer?
Well, there is a computer here.
I'm not sure who's signed up to it. Who's that's me.
this
I'll
is
share.
If this will work, then that'll work. Okay, so that's 5, 8. I really high. Come on. I clicked so I could go. Okay,
you
20?
made it. Okay, you made it. All right, so Puffin's going to take full damage. Lady and Honey are going to take half of this. All right.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and clear this, and I get to have dice fun. Ooh, dice fun for the DM.
Yay, dice fun.
Yay, 8 dice. Wop, wop.
I thought it was
Okay,
a 6
Puffin.
d6.
It is an 8d6.
Oh.
So Puffin,
Mhm.
you take 30 points of damage, and you're a very unpleased man.
Well, I mean,
Lady and Honey, you take 15.
I'm at 2 hit points.
So on your
I-
turn, you're probably going to want to heal a bit.
Well,
So that's not going to do it. It's not going to do me any
What's
good.
it called? What's
My
it
healing's not that strong.
Lady, how you doing there? You've taken 2 pretty good hits so far.
I've gotten 4 left in the dire wolf form. Then I
Oh wow,
try and
yeah, that's
go
true. You
back
got
to
like extra. That's true.
yeah.
So you're like the toughest one here. Well, Danny would be, but where's Danny? I don't know where Danny is. Okay.
Good question.
I'm looking something up.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm done. Therefore,
Okay.
everybody else go.
Can
yeah, Amy,
I was wondering if I could use rebuke the violent?
I'm you. Who is that? Amy speaking.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's you. Go. It's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Could I use rebuke the violent?
I'm sure you can. What does it do?
It returns an attack back to the caster if they hurt your friend.
Oh,
Yes.
If that's how it works,
Do
then
it.
go ahead and do it.
Okay.
30 points of lightning at the yes. 30 points of lightning back at the wizard.
The wizard.
So how does it work, Amy?
Okay. Okay. A wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it has to make a wisdom save against her spell save DC, I
Has to
think.
make a wisdom save against her. Okay.
Which-
Well, because she's not as skilled though, she bounces the spell back through the minions up front. So
Yay.
they're going to make the
Yay.
wisdom save, and they're probably going to fail it. So I say let's be
I
nice
think
and give
what
them that.
her DC's like, what, 17?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
It is because she has a +3 from
well,
charisma and 5 from
now-
her level.
Because it's lightning, it should go through people though, right? So
Yes, it'll go through all the way back to him.
Yes. I got it. All right. So
Of course he saves.
no, I haven't got to him yet. So the first
Oh,
minion
okay.
doesn't save. The second one does save, and the wizard himself, he has more pluses than that. But I don't think it matters. What is your spell DC?
17. Did you say?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
I
make
think
that.
it's. Well, what's your charisma modifier?
It's a +4.
No, she should have a
Fine.
+5.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so it's
It's
a
fine.
20
It's
DC.
fine. He fails. So everybody in the line, except for one guy, is going to take the full 30. So let me go ahead and do that. And that guy in the line, that bandit line, has already taken damage. So he is the first one, and he takes another. Well, that's not good. Okay. So this guy is badly fried and battered. He's still standing though, but he ain't happy about it. The second guy only takes half, so he's at 15. And that guy's still stuck until next round. And then the wizard takes 30. You guys can't see this. Bill.
Yes, sir.
This wizard is absolutely befuddled and irritated that how dare they even look on his face. He is cartoonishly blackened of face and his clothing ruffled, and he's bleeding from the eyes, nose, and ears. He is badly whacked. Badly.
Was he holding on to a spell, by the way? Anything concentrating? I'm just curious. I wouldn't know, but
No. He just has
Okay.
haste cast on him. And it's well, I'm not going to get into it. All right, but he's not in
Fair
good
enough.
shape. So one of the bandits is basically dead, although he's still teetering. And yeah, not good. Good job, Amy. So, Amy, I'm assuming you're going to just hold your ground and not move.
Yeah. Should I
You-
do I still get an attack?
I think
Yes,
that is your
that was a
action, isn't
reaction.
it?
That was a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
but
a reaction.
reactions are actions. GOP.
No, they're different in the economy. A reaction is a reaction to someone's attack. You get an attack action, a bonus action, a reaction,
All right,
and your
fine.
movement action.
Go ahead.
Okay.
There's
Hey,
a
that's
dude
just
right in front of
confusing.
you who literally has a 2 hit points left. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The wizard. Is he like at a distance I could throw
You
my
can't
spear
even
at him?
see him. Yeah, he's out of
You
your
can't-
view.
Oh,
You only can
okay,
hit the
so he's
dudes in
back
front of
down.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Take your
alright.
magical sword and slay him.
Okay.
Yes, please. Do
I'm
it quick.
going to
Yes,
hit
do it quickly. Yes.
The holy magical lightsaber, whatever.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, 4. He has 4 hit points left.
Now I will get my ruler and
Just
I'll
whack him with
use
your
that.
sword. It's like a
Whack 'em,
plus
whack
8
'em
sword
good.
or something by this point.
Something crazy like that.
+2
Okay.
bonus, so whatever her normal attack is,
Well, she
+2
got
on
plus
top
2.
of it.
She got plus 5. Plus she has her strength, so it's like a plus 10, dude.
Yeah, she should be at a +10,
Yeah,
and she
plus-
gets +2 extra damage too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 20.
1d20 plus 10.
Come on.
Okay.
All friends.
All right.
Kick ass.
There's the 1d20, and there's a 5, and I think that's right. Okay. Away it goes. I got 24.
Oh yeah, that definitely hit. Do
Yeah.
your damage.
Okay. That is a.
It's a hand and a half
Oh,
sword.
and
Are you carrying a
that's
shield?
That's
Are
316.
yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me deal with it. Are you holding a
And
shield or not?
3d6.
Yeah, I've got the
Okay, so it's a
the
D8 plus your strength
okay,
plus 2.
and then
And what kind of
+7
sword?
total.
Yeah, what kind of sword did I give her?
it's a
Sunblade.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, Sunblade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it
Longsword.
Okay,
two-
so that's
Isn't it 2d8
No,
radiant?
bastard. I gave her a hand and a half.
and then
Anyway, just
okay, so it's
D8
5
plus
and
7.
6.
Go ahead.
Okay, and away it goes.
Isn't it?
I
9.
got
All right. So
no.
this guy, with your nice little lightsaber, you cut off his left arm and part of the left side of his torso as he falls over screaming, "Why?" And then, because you're a bandit. All right. Anyway, you killed him.
Mhm.
He's dead.
Nice.
Oh,
So
my
Evil
second
vanquish.
attack?
I'm sorry, Amy, I can't hear you.
Oh, do I still get my second attack?
Do you have a
Mhm.
second attack?
If you
Yeah,
have 2
I
attacks,
have
yeah.
5.
Yeah, then you do.
Then go ahead.
Okay. Let me grab. It's a 10. It was plus. Was it 8?
No,
Plus
+10.
10.
Plus 10.
7. Okay.
Plus 10.
And it
Thank
only
you.
gives that extra D8 on top of it if they're undead.
Yeah,
So.
they're
Oh,
not.
is
They're
that
just
what it
people.
is? Okay. All right. So I'm rolling a 20 plus the 5 plus the. Is there a
Plus 10.
proficiency?
20 plus 10.
Yep.
Oh, 10.
20
Okay.
plus 10.
All right.
Okay. That definitely hit. Do your damage. D8 plus
Okay.
7.
D8 plus
D8
7.
plus 7.
Oh,
15.
nice. Max damage.
Okay.
Okay.
He's like, but why though?
You hurt my friends.
Nice.
And he already took some lightning damage, and you cut through the guy to his left, his buddy, his best friend for his entire life, and then you
Oh.
whack into his side, and he's like, but why?
Trying to make her feel bad.
Okay, moving on. Honey.
Okay. Let's see.
Now you're a step back. You're behind your sister. So you can easily attack the person she just attacked, or you can attack one of the ones that are engaged with Lady, which are yet undamaged, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, I was thinking about your arcane firearm, but that I don't know. That one's kind of crazy. Should we try something crazy, or did you want to get your kind of? Maybe it would be better just.
See, I can either do my protect very much extra HP.
True.
Or do their
What does your cannon gives everybody?
2d8 HP.
Oh, okay. Does that sound good for everybody?
I
Or
don't
did you
know.
want
I
to-
can't hear a word you're saying. You guys are talking at
Oh.
the same time, and it's completely garbled.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm thinking of using my oh no, as an action I can do both. That's right. Okay, I have 2 things I can do. I'm going to start with Magic Stone or Arcane.
Okay. Which one is the cannon? Is that on a?
The cannon is an extra turn. But Magic Stone's a cantrip.
Yeah, Magic Stone's a cantrip. It
I
works as a
blame you,
bonus action.
GOP.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
These rules.
so let's slow down.
Oh,
For your
sorry.
Eldritch Cannon, you can do that as a bonus action. All
Okay.
right? Yes. So you got your Eldritch Cannon as a bonus action to use, which I'm guessing you have your Force Ballista out, I would assume. I could be wrong.
Oh,
But if you
I
do,
was-
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a bonus action that you can do another spell or whatever you want as your action.
okay. But what about the healing ballista?
Protect. That'll
You
give
can
everybody.
do, yes, you can do the protector, which would be a cannon that basically gives you temporary hit points equals 1d8 plus your intelligence modifier. So you can give your allies temporary hit points with that
That would
if you
give
want.
everybody some health, and everybody's kind of low right
Yeah,
now.
that could help.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's my bonus action, but my main action is maybe magic.
Main actions. Magic Stone is a bonus action too, so you can have your
Okay.
bonus actions. I think
Only
these
do
are
one
actually
bonus.
They're both
potions.
bonus.
Yeah, so you would have to get.
You can only do
unless
one
you-
bonus action a round.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had the arcane, I'm assuming you can use. You could probably. Can you use spells outside of combat? Just curious. Like for like buffs,
You
like if you wanted a buff before you go into battle.
you can, but we didn't have time to do that because we
Right.
fell into a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so good to know for future reference. So, the first one would probably be the Protectum Ballistas.
Yeah, the protect.
Okay, so for that, roll a d8 plus your intelligence modifier, and everyone will get that many temporary hit points.
Okay, cool.
Okay, my.
Is that including proficiencies or the base modifier?
Oops.
No.
Just
Yeah,
what
what?
you should have a +5 to your intelligence, so you should have roll a d8 plus 5.
D8 plus 5 and rollies.
Okay, so everyone gets 9 temporary hit
Right.
points. All right, cool. Now, for your main attack, pick a spell that you want to do. You were mentioning your let's see, what was it? Your arcane firearm. So you can use once when you finish a long rest. You can use woodcarver's tools to carve a special sigil into a wand. I'm assuming you could do that on your downtime.
In 2 weeks, I'm sure she's
okay.
got her arcane firearm.
So you can use your own arcane firearm as a spell casting focus for your artificer spells. When you cast an artificer spell through the firearm, roll a d8. You can gain a bonus to one of the spell's damage rolls equal to the number rolled. So essentially, you're gonna when you do your attack, you're going to add a d8 to the damage, and you basically get to add that to the damage.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, so do your spell attack, whatever spell you're going to use, and just add another d8 to it.
Okay. So that would work for cantrips, right? Because they also use focuses. So
I mean, yeah, it's as long as it's one of your normal artificer spells you can pick up as an artificer, then yeah, you can just add a d8 to that with the arcane firearm. So whatever you want to use, but it can only be for like one target, so you can't have like a multi-targeting spell and do d8 to each one.
So like
Firebolt.
Do you have a fireball? Do you have fireball? Okay, if you have fireball, well, you can't really. Arcane firearm won't give you a benefit to that, but you can still cast. Yeah, because it's a single target thing.
Wait, but an artificer is a firebolt. I'm sorry, a firebolt.
Oh no,
is a single target.
Firebolt. Okay, yes. You can. Yeah, I thought you said fireball. My bad. So yes, just roll your firebolt, pick a target, and then add an additional d8 on the damage.
Okay. I picked the target that was Amy's second target, and so that does 1d.
You have to hit it first.
Okay.
Okay,
roll
to hit.
Okay, so 20 plus 8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be +8.
Okay.
16.
Does 16 hit?
16
I think it
definitely
does.
hits.
Okay, and remember, since you are 5th level, you're rolling 2d10 instead of 1d10 now, because the damage increases. So 2d10 plus 1d8 is going to be your damage total.
Okay, 2d10
plus 1d8
plus 1d8.
Okay.
2d10 plus 1d8. Just not, yeah.
23.
Okay,
Did it? I didn't even see it roll.
I saw
Okay.
it.
Oh.
All right, the other guy that she was facing gets pelted with fire bolts, and once again, why? And he drops dead. Okay,
Oh.
Puffin.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's redundant healing because if I heal, they're just gonna hit me again.
Doesn't matter. Just heal.
Don't tell me what to
Do
do,
it.
damn it. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Let's
because
see
it's
here.
not a mechanism.
Let's see here.
Sound like my dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, Dad. Back off,
Don't tell me what
man.
to do. Oh,
I heal myself
nice.
for 16,
Nice.
and that's my turn.
All right, do you back up? Or are you staying in position?
I'm holding my shield up, so my AC goes up to 20.
Nice. Nice. All right. And then back to the top. Bill.
Okay. I, with my questions, have one. Can I knock 2 arrows and fire 2 arrows? Is
No.
there?
Unless you
Okay.
have that ability. No.
No, just
I
even
think
if
there
I
are
took a,
ways for rangers or bow users to have multi arrows. There are, but you have to kind
well,
of progress them.
like an AD&D, I would shoot again at the end of the round, but I will shoot. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to shoot the spellcaster, but I was also. How far away are they from me?
They're at the back of the hallway. You see, there's some a short flight of stairs going through it's a arched doorway, but they're toward the back, so I'd say they're about 35, 40 feet away.
Okay. Could I then move forward, shoot, lie flat, and then be out of their vision? Because if they're
No.
up higher,
No, there's no way for you to get out of their vision in this hallway. It's impossible. Now, the people on the ground can't do nothing to you anyway. Only the range people can do something.
You said it was 15 feet up, right?
Yeah. He's out of He's out of
Well,
melee, but he can't get
yeah.
out of vision sight. He can't. So take your attack on whoever you want to take your attack on. Keep in mind the two in front of the lady are untouched. The one that's caught in the brambles behind them is untouched. The wizard is badly hurt, and the leader guy who you could only the others couldn't see this. You saw he cast a spell on the wizard.
okay. Shooting at the wizard again. 22.
Okay. You shoot at the wizard. That's definitely hits him. Do your damage. Well, excuse me. You hit the wizard, but the arrow actually bounces off this time.
Okay. Is he taking?
Did he cast shield?
Yep.
He didn't.
Oh.
So no damage then?
No, you don't hurt not with projectile items.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So GOP.
Okay. Is the wizard? Is he now? The two of the henchmen are dead. Can I see him now or no?
You can.
Okay. I'm going to fire both my. Well, I'm going to move my hex over to him. Give him strength. Reduce his strength, and then I am going to fire. We'll start with my first bolt. D20 plus 9. Oof.
Miss.
12. No. All right, second bolt. 5, 9. 26.
Okay. This one should hit him. But it doesn't. It deflects off of him, but you see this kind of glowing shield disappear around him.
Okay.
Okay, so he cast shield on himself.
He didn't do anything, but
Okay.
he has been protected. He was, but you and Bill removed it.
Okay.
You
All right,
roll your damage just so I know. Okay, you could roll really bad. Roll your damage, but I'm assuming
Okay.
it's off.
Roll my damage.
Yeah,
13.
it's off. But you don't damage him at all. But whatever was protecting him, you see it diffuse. And then
Okay.
let's see, lady, you had a 17. You go next. There are two dudes
Okay,
in front of you.
going for the weapon arm as Direwolf, so that's attack +1.
Okay, you hit him. You hit him.
19.
Yep.
And then it's 2d6 +3.
Nice.
Oh, since you have Lady next to you too, you would get advantage for pack tactics, just for future reference.
Because you have Amy
2d6.
next to her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Amy.
That's true. You
Whoops.
got to remember that pack tactics. It is very useful.
I hate anyway, so
It's true.
No, you could have rolled 20. That's all.
10.
10. All right. He's like, but why? Okay. You kind of grabbing up on his arm. He's like, oh God.
I'm noticing these guys are kind of stupid.
Well, they are minions. What do you want? So let's see. Then, lady, is that it?
I'm fine with dumb minions.
Well, how big is this guy compared to the
Normal
direwolf?
size human.
I only get one attack with the wolf.
Yeah, well, you're the one who keeps using it.
I'm
I
pushing
personally
forward.
think, lady, you would be way more devastating you being a druid instead of just shape-shifting all the time.
Okay.
I really think you would be
Look,
way more impactful. At this
she's the
stage.
right
Okay.
kind of druid for it. That's what she picked.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Just going around attacking with a wolf it's not very effective. But nevertheless, you did damage him. He is damaged. So,
Especially since
Well,
you don't have
having
a
that extra health
multi-attack.
shield is nice.
The health the shield is nice, but not having a multi-attack.
that is the main thing. She's super survivable. That
Yeah.
is true. That is the main thing, use of it. But as far as putting damage down on the enemy, you're not a DPS.
Until she can turn into a T-Rex.
Well, our DPS is GOP, really. Anyway, so my turn. So I got a dude that's got to make a strength roll. Let me do him first. Okay. He is out, and I'm assuming that's his action.
Yeah, I believe that is how that works.
Okay. Now the other two guys, let me go ahead and make their attacks. They're still, laying into lady here. So.
Hey, that's our short person. Get your own.
Okay. 16, lady.
16 is my. Oh no, 14. Sorry.
Okay.
So you hit.
I hit, and I miss. So I got one hit.
All right.
Okay, lady, you take 8 more points of damage as a sword hacks at your haunches. I've always wanted to say that.
Hacks at your haunches.
Yeah.
That's
5 points left in wolf form.
Bill, give me a DC 17 Wisdom save, please.
Okay.
Oh, that's a failure. All right. You other guys don't see this because he's up above you and in front of you. He's moved. So none of you see this. Bill, everything goes kind of black for you. Kinda, sorta. And there's these weird metal spikes have grown out of your head in the shape of a crown.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I can see the spell. I can see it now because he's above us, right?
No, he's in front of you. It's not easy for you to see what's happening to Bill, actually.
I have dark vision.
It's not easy for you to see, GOP.
Okay,
He's
fair
not
enough.
in
fair
the
enough.
right. He's moved ahead of you. He is on the ceiling, but
Okay.
you can't see his head. He's looking
Oh.
forward as he's attacking, right?
Fair
Anyway,
enough.
so that's that thing. The other guy who cast a spell before, the leader guy, is decided to do something, and you guys, you can. Well, no, Bill can't see nothing because he's gone. Well, he's not dead, but you'll see in a minute. But the rest of you here in the front, landing and kind of squishing the dead dudes in front of Amy. You see this kind of He looks like a warrior, but also wizardly like.
Like a battle mage.
Yeah, battle mage. He literally leaps across the hall and lands in front of you. And you see as he lands, Amy, you're the only one who can see this. His boots are twinkling with magical energy.
Yes,
And
true.
yeah, he has
Strider.
twinkle toes. He does. And he levels a mace on you, or he tries to. Okay, I'm going to use the pink one. You're in trouble.
Oh no. Not the pink one.
The pink one. Okay. All right. He takes 2 swings at you with this mace, and he smashes the wall when missing you, and then smashes the floor in front of you. He got real close with that wall smash to hitting you, though. He was right on you. But that mace does a serious damage. And as it hits, it gives off like the ringing of a bell when it hits, and a
Hey.
kind of a vibration. But he does miss you. So
I'm
hit him.
gonna, as like a free action thing, I'm gonna lean up behind her. Hey, when he's dead and we take it, it's gonna do a lot more damage in your hands.
No, the sword she has is the weapon she should have. Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
well,
but
that
you,
might
on
make a
the other hand,
good,
could use it. Maybe.
might be a good cleric weapon.
It might
Don't
be.
count. Don't
Might
count
be.
your chickens.
Don't count your chickens before
Yes,
they're
right.
hatched.
We got to kill these guys first.
You
I'm
do.
counting bandits, not chickens.
That's my round.
All
Amy.
Okay.
right.
Okay. So yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
All right. So pretty much, am I with the bad guy now? The
Yeah, you
twinkle
have
toe?
you have the boss in your face, and you should deal with it.
Okay. So
You're awesome.
I'm
You can
going.
do it.
Start fading.
Okay. So I'm going to fight him. This.
That sounded
Sorry.
so cute.
Yes, he's just adorable. Well, I'm gonna fight him.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
You just
ahead.
need to
Do your
soundbite
thing.
everything she says.
Swing your
Get him, get him.
swords. Do your thing.
Okay. So my divine smite, I can use I'm sorry, the other smite. No, it's not thundering. What's it called?
Wrathful Smite. Wrathful
Absolutely.
Smite is what you're thinking of.
Please use your
That's
smite. That is what you should do. That is
Yes,
good.
Wrathful Smite.
That rebuke
okay.
was a good use, though. That was a good use. I was thinking about counterspelling it, but I was like, nah, that's too cool. So I let it be.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, so I'll try that then. So no, that's a bonus action, right?
Yeah, you're just basically putting more
Yeah.
damage on him, is all you're doing. You have to hit him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
If you hit him, yeah, we'll get to it if you hit him. But
Okay.
roll your d20 plus 10.
All right, where's the roller? It was right here. I'll just go through the link here again, and that'll bring it up.
This is
All right,
roboting so bad for me.
Yeah, no. You
Sorry.
really, girls, should put this dice roller on the computer and use it. You know, for doing interacting with us and your character sheets on your phones, that's fine.
Right.
But for the dice rolling, this should be on your computer.
Yeah. Should I move over to my computer between rounds? I can get
I
over to
really
my
think
laptop.
you guys should be using computer for combat. Yeah.
Okay. I'll move over to that once I finish this one, unless you want me to roll over to that. Now, what am I doing?
No, just go ahead and do this round.
5 plus. Oh yeah, that's right.
D20 plus 10.
20 plus 10. Okay, and roll.
That hit.
28.
And take your second attack.
Okay. Oh, okay. Roll again.
Hit. You hit him twice.
Okay.
So one of those hits
Okay.
is the first hit has a smite on it, and the other one is normal. So go ahead and do your damage.
He's got to make a what's your spell save DC? He's got to make a wisdom saving throw against it.
Was it 17?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 17.
Okay. Yeah, I think it should be 16 or 17. I forget.
We just
But
said it like 5-10 minutes ago.
He made it.
All right, he made it.
All right. Okay. So I'll roll damage then.
Yep.
Yep. Roll your normal damage and add a d6.
Okay, well, that's 8.
So
Oh,
it's
no, that's not right.
2d8.
2d8. And clear. So that's
Plus
clear.
plus 20. 2d8 plus 20.
2d8.
Plus 20.
Yeah, just doing it all together, dude.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh no, actually it'd be plus 24.
No, why would it be?
Oh no, because you're adding
20.
those two together.
I'm
My
just
bad.
looking
I
at
was
D8,
yeah.
2d8 plus 20. 2d8 plus 20. Go ahead.
2d8 plus 20 would be the plus 5. Oh, because the sword gets a
Yeah.
plus 2 bonus?
I'm just trying to
Yeah, just-
expedite stuff. Just go ahead and do it.
You got 14 in there, sis.
Oh, did I do that wrong?
It says 2d8
Just
plus 14.
2d8 plus
Yeah.
20, please. Listen to
Okay.
your DM.
All right.
Don't listen to
2d8
GOP.
plus
I will lightning bolt him later.
10.
You should.
2d8 plus 10.
Plus
No,
20.
20. Oh,
20.
Yep.
sorry.
Okay, you're done. 2d8.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
What the heck was that?
You hit him. You hit him
Science.
fairly strongly.
Fairly strongly, you
Well,
kicked the bejesus out of
No,
him.
she didn't.
Yeah.
It's the boss.
Yeah, but you did hit him real solid, and he takes notice of you. But then again, you have his full attention anyway. Let's see here, Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. What can I do?
I don't know. You should do something. Your sister has a big badass on her, but you also have Lady is kind of overrun. She's got 2 on her, and the third one is free, and he's coming up toward her. She's at the front line, so you don't know where the third one's going to either join the leader or join against Lady. You don't know. But there's still a lot of threat in front of you. A lot.
Bonus action, right?
Oh, right. So
It's-
the ballistic cannons replenish the 8 temporary HP on a bonus action, right? The
Yeah,
hand
that
cannon?
was. Yeah, that's the one that's up right now.
Okay.
So it
So
can't attack,
everyone's-
but it can give temporary hit
It
points.
gives 10 hit points of 8. Everyone is invigorated. What else are you doing?
Okay. So yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay, is now the time to do the arcane sling trick, or should I try?
Yes.
Like a,
Yes, do
it.
that. Just keep in mind, Amy, excuse me, honey, they have seen an artificer in action because I played one in Bob's campaign, and I was absolutely devastating, if I say so myself.
Nice.
Meaning
So
your character can be ridiculously powerful. This is one of the later characters that 5th edition added, and the problem with all these character classes they add later, their power creep is insane.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
a fun way to
often
play
plan a
Hogwarts.
character is like, why?
So
Wait,
what spell are you going for, honey?
I was thinking arcane first, then magic stone, or magic stone then arcane.
maybe if you put magic stone into maybe arcane. Oh gosh, maybe arcane.
Arcane first, and then the sling will get the arcane bonus as well.
Yeah. Does that?
Yeah,
Okay. Does that?
you
sound...
can add your arcane firearm bonus if that's what you're asking to your if you're doing the catapult. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, wait, does the arcane? Wow, does the arcane weapon go into? Oh, okay. So there's an arcane weapon which adds a.
If you use catapult plus magic stone,
Oh, would that work?
if it's a bonus, if magic stone's a bonus action.
Well, the idea was to take a. This would actually take 2 bonus actions to get totally going, but to
Well,
cast arcane
My
weapon.
wife came home and I got a kiss. Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes. I get many of those a day though, so you know.
If you use
Don't tell her that.
so if you use protector this round and give the temporary hit points, then that's your bonus action this round. So you don't have another bonus action. You only get
Right.
one around.
So, but that will replenish everybody's temporary HP, right?
Yeah, it'll whatever the number is of the temporary hit points by protector would give everyone that number. It wouldn't stack on top of what we had before. It would just be
But it
that
would replace
straight number.
Although, honey,
Yes.
I must besiege you to talk with GOP and work your character out so we can do this quicker. Every time your round comes, 5 minutes
Fireball.
pass. It should not be like that. You have
Okay.
to be
So I'll just
quicker.
do
You have to
another
be
fireball
quicker
with you
with your
again,
character,
Yeah,
please.
just fireball
You
with the
can-
arcane firearm.
Yeah, arcane firearm is just extra damage on top of whatever regular spell you have. It's an extra
Right.
D8 of damage.
Okay.
I
As-
didn't mean
So-
besiege. I mean beseech.
Yes, yes, we understand. So,
Oh, okay.
what spell do you want to do?
The firebolt?
Firebolt and
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just keep it simple for now.
So that's 2d20
So roll-
plus 5 plus 8.
Yeah.
Well, first roll to hit.
Oh, right.
That'd be 20 plus my.
Who are
That
we
should be like-
attacking? One of the minions or the boss? That's all you have range to see.
Okay. Let's see. I know. Was that the boss?
Sure,
That makes sense because he's
Yeah.
going to do the most damage.
I think so.
Okay, so that's okay. Ooh. Plus, I think I have a is it modifier 5 or is it 7? It might have been.
I think your proficiencies. I think the 3 goes into that too, right?
Okay.
Is that the
You should have a
Okay.
plus 8. Plus
Right,
8
that's
to
it.
your attack roll. So
Okay.
roll a d20 plus 8.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, 11. I doubt it hits.
Probably not.
No.
Okay, cool. On to the next person, which I
Yes.
believe is Lady. Oh no, Puffin. It's Puffin.
No,
But Lady went
I
earlier.
I
It
went
is
before.
Puffin. I know. I had the order mixed up.
This is gonna work.
Oh, me?
Puffin's
Okay.
turn. Yes.
Puffin.
Yeah. I don't really think I have anything that can do anything to this guy, so let's see.
You can definitely lay it into the minions, though, dude. Go up there and help Lady,
Mhm.
man.
I don't do any damage, so I'm gonna go up and hit one of the minions. I think.
have a
hopefully.
weapon here for you if you guys can succeed.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't know what my bonus is. Oh, there it
Do you
is.
have
I
any
got it.
spells?
I don't have it. Clerics don't have spells to help fight, man. So
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Then I'm going to cast. What's it called?
Spiritual
called?
hammer?
Hammer?
No, spiritual guardians.
Oh, those
They
are
don't
nice.
have
There you go. Good. Spirit Guardians. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Spirit Guardians. Those are great.
Spirit
That's very
guardians. All right, cast it, and I'm
And
going to
on
move
what?
up so that
On the minions in front
Myself.
or the boss? On yourself. Oh,
No.
yeah. I see. Okay.
because what happens is whenever they start their turn in a 15-foot aura from me,
Right.
they have to make a Wisdom save. If they fail, they take 3d8 radiant damage.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool.
Marvelous.
All right, so you do that, and then.
And as my
is that it?
bonus action, I'm going
Okay,
to
bonus
cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Oh, nice. There you go.
So my AC is now 24, I believe.
Oh, that's really high. All right,
Nice.
let's go to the top. Bill, you don't really have control of yourself completely. You don't know what's going on, but you have whoever in the party you really hate the most.
Oh,
No, it's
needs
me.
Killing. They need killing. They need killing now, and you're going to use your best abilities you have to mutilate them.
oh, sorry, it's plus 2. So that's probably me because he never shares the loot. All right, bring it on,
I
Bill.
don't know. I'm going to let him choose, but he's going to.
I'm going to let the dice decide.
There you go.
Odds, it's Tater. Evens, it's Roland.
Rolling.
Yep.
Rolling,
Bring it
rolling,
on.
rolling.
So
None of the
Even
girls, huh?
bodies
Okay.
rolling.
So I need to attack him like he was my enemy, or
Oh, that
just like I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
something?
he is the greatest enemy you've ever had in your life, and he needs death desperately. The world would be better without this guy. Plain and
That's
simple.
probably true, but don't tell him that.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Just to let you know, if you die, I'm going to return your corpse as my minion.
Oh, 13. Does that hit?
No,
Nope.
my
I
AC is
don't.
22.
Okay.
You have to use your abilities to the greatest extent.
Yeah, but I have to hit to do my best ability.
You
so-
only have a one attack round. Nothing else you can do to him.
I'm a thief.
As a rogue. Yeah.
Okay.
Rogues don't get
You can
multi-attack.
slip behind him and stab him. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
I
that
guess
would
I
have been
could
the
do that.
maneuver to get in position behind him. Do you have the movement to get behind him?
I believe he does.
Yeah. So you would have that would have been you moved behind him, and there's probably enough pluses to get above that anyway. You took a shot at him, you missed. So
No,
Bill,
well, I only have a +8 to my roll. That's pretty good.
yeah, no, I'm
Then I
talking
rolled
about
a.
your position is what I
Oh,
want to
so
know.
I
You
dropped
definitely
behind
you would have moved
Puffin.
along the wall all the way back to get in a position behind him to backstab him. You failed, but you're in that position now. Give me a DC 17 Wisdom save, please.
It means I would have dropped my bow and grabbed my dagger and tried to stab him, sort of
No,
thing,
no, no,
too.
no.
Or...
You're up on the ceiling. You shot a bow at him. You failed, but you moved back down the hallway to behind him. That's all I'm saying. Give me a
Well,
DC 17 Wisdom save, please.
okay. Then also, though, would you think I'd run my cutting action to like? But nah, let's just do this. Okay, DC 7.
Well, you're not in a position to be in cutting. Anyway, go ahead and make your save throw, please.
It's just a boning action, a dash, disengage, or hide. So I do after every attack, but.
Oh, oh boy. All righty.
Didn't save,
but
though.
just remember, every round you get to resist what's going on to you. So GOP.
All right.
Since he's an
Wizard in my
enemy,
field of view or no?
doesn't
You
he
don't
get
know.
hit by my Guardians of Faith for 3d8?
If he gets within 15
Yeah,
feet of you.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
and it's
Well-
only 15 feet in the
And
ceiling.
he is an enemy, technically an enemy right now. So yeah, you're
I
right.
don't. You're the one who dropped me behind him. I'm using a bow. I would shoot at him from where I am.
Yeah, but
I
no,
would
no,
still
you
get,
would get in a position that would give you the most highest damage, which would be from behind.
No, it wouldn't. As long as he is by one of my comrades who are now in front of him, I have a sneak attack on him.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, that's how that works.
And
okay, then he's
Yeah,
out of range. All right, he's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Just checking.
GOP.
Okay, wizard in my field of view, yes or no?
Oh
You
yeah,
can't kill
it
me.
is.
I can kill you.
And he's unshielded, by the way.
The wizard is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. All right, so plus 9. He's still under my hex effect, so
That doesn't mean anything. Oh, that hit. Yeah.
it does because
Ooh,
it
nice.
just means I do extra damage. That's all.
Oh, I see.
The
second one.
All right. Well, I gotta first do my damage on the first one.
It's not going to be enough. But go ahead. All right.
12.
And
Okay.
your second
And
attack?
second one is also going at him. Oof, 12.
That means
Okay. You hit him twice in the chest with your bolts, and blood and viscera pop off with both of them, and he smashes in the wall behind with a splat and slowly goes down the wall dead.
Wizard's down. Does that drop the spell that is affecting Bill?
Why?
It would, yeah.
Okay. Also, I got temporary. Well, I get one more temporary hit point because I was just below my max because I got the kill.
All right, so let's go ahead, lady.
And it's not that I hate
Okay.
you guys. I just like the ladies better.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
That's
that's
fair.
all right.
We always like the ladies better, Bill.
Even when I'm evil, I'm still a gentleman.
I can.
All right, so
I can shape back to Druid and do a spell, right?
You most certainly can. Yeah.
Okay. Back to my little self and call lightning.
There you go.
Hey, lightning!
I got hit
It
first.
came to my mind too. Does it really require her to be outside?
it's not outside. I think you have to have a very high roof for call lightning,
we'll
if
say
I
it's high
recall.
enough. We'll say it's high enough.
It's 20 feet
Okay.
tall with a 60-foot
not bad.
radius.
100. You have to have 100 feet above you, but that's
no,
okay.
You can't do it. Yeah.
She's a gnome.
No,
That's
she
like
can't do it.
unfortunate.
She can't do it. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately,
It's
the
a
ruler
great
doesn't
spell.
change.
It is
The
great.
ruler
spell.
doesn't
Yeah.
change when you're shorter.
Yeah,
the ruler
it's an
doesn't change.
outside spell, lady. You're a
Okay,
druid. Keep that in mind.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it
Some of
would
these
work.
caverns, some of these big caverns are good work,
that's true.
but
That's true.
yeah.
And because you're shorter, it technically only has to be like a 90-something foot
No,
high.
that's not.
The ruler does
Um,
not change.
Anyway,
when you're
lady, go
small.
ahead. Go ahead, lady.
I'm trying to find. Nope, I can't do that one either. Oh. Memorize that one.
Hey, do you still have heat metal?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yep.
Put it on the boss's armor.
Put it on
Why?
his cod. Put it on his cod piece.
Y'all forget
that's
that
even more
I'm
definite.
facing two other guys.
Yeah, no, she
That's
has
true.
a problem in front
That
of her.
is true.
Yeah, I got a problem in
Therefore,
front of me.
because you know you couldn't use it inside, you're probably still in wolf form. So just go at him.
Okay.
Remember, you get advantage because you have an ally within 5
do.
feet.
You do.
Hello.
That's
I don't know how to roll that, so
Just roll the dice twice. Just do your normal attack. Roll it twice.
use the better
Yeah.
number.
one.
That's a
Not
hit.
all. I found
And
that
that's
not
a
Both,
all the
hit.
yeah.
guys
So you
have
hit
that
the
advantage.
dude in front of you twice. Go ahead. Do your damage.
So do D6. 1, 2 plus 3.
So do your damage.
Hang on. I didn't put enough. Okay. 11 more points of damage. Maybe I can tear off the arm. Who knows?
Well, you still haven't got through his bracer. But
Ouch.
that's okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
I don't think so.
Amy, lay into
Nope.
this guy. Come on.
Okay.
Hit him with your best shot.
Hit
Mhm.
him with your best shot.
Sit down.
Fire away.
All right, let's go.
You can do it.
There's room to 20, and I will. No, come on, you have to work. I'm on the computer now.
That's right.
Um,
That's the rule.
You're the
that's
best.
that is, and
That's
I
just the
oh
way it
god,
is.
I roll. Am I doing this right? It's a roll d20, and then it's the 8
Plus 10.
Plus
Eight
10.
plus
1d20 plus 10. It's always the same for you. Yeah.
Okay. Why do I keep? Okay. Deep breath. 10. There you go. That's not so hard. Here we go.
Oh, that hit for
27.
sure. And give me your
Yeah.
second roll, please.
Okay.
Just re-roll it. Just literally hit the button, re-roll.
There's a button for that?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a
There
button
you
for
go.
it.
Wow. No
2
problem.
hits.
This guy,
Okay.
I know it doesn't seem it, but this guy actually is pretty high armor class, but she doesn't care.
Yeah.
Do your damage. You whacked into him twice. Does she still have smites left? She might have 3 or 5, maybe.
That spell would last 1 minute, even if it doesn't.
Okay,
He fail.
okay, I
If you,
see.
yeah. So
Okay.
a d6 to each attack roll.
Okay.
Bonus.
Yep. So
So I'm
do
adding.
a D6, not plus 6. Okay.
Okay, a d6.
Yeah, her pluses are different. She's got a plus
Smite.
plus 7. Plus 7.
All right. So
Okay.
so this it goes like this: 2d8, 2d6 plus 14. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yep.
so 2d8 plus 2d6
6 plus 14.
plus 14. Come on, maybe this isn't hard. 1 for 10, and then
That's what she said.
1. Okay, and off it goes. It got what?
34.
Nice.
Nice.
She's laying into this guy, dude.
Goodness.
He's still up though. He's not pleased at all by this certain predicament. Honey, Puffin, you're coming up after. Prepare yourself.
I'm prepared.
Okay.
Do you have a shroud in your backpack?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I do?
Good.
What?
Okay,
That was a joke.
here's
It was a
microphone.
joke, Buffin. It was a joke.
I don't get the reference.
A death shroud.
I mean, I do have the feign death spell. I can make myself appear dead.
You should do that. That would be best.
Yeah, just lay on the floor while the rest of us die. Thank you.
Honey,
Hey,
do something.
The most important person survived.
That's true.
Fetal position maneuver.
Honey, what are you going to do?
Never gonna get.
I'm sorry, I was muted.
Never gonna
I
let
bet-
you
I
Let you down.
All good.
Never
Okay.
gonna turn around and
She
hurt
should be out of
you.
spells by now, shouldn't she?
What?
No,
Hello?
I've been
It's
using
No, she hasn't.
No, artificers
spent
any
don't
of her
work
spells.
like that at all, lady.
All right.
Yeah. They are OP. Artificers are OP. You don't
Yeah.
remember, lady? I had that Warforged, basically a robot that was an artificer with guns all over him. You don't remember that guy?
Nope. That's before I started playing with you guys.
That was Bob's campaign, and he was devastating.
you have to tell me more about him later. He sounds so cool.
Oh, My wife came home immediately, gave me a kiss, gave me a hot cup of coffee, and then I got a coffee shake. Ha! Take
Nice.
that.
You win.
A coffee
Oh,
shake.
okay, I guess we take that. Take that,
You
us.
take that. I got
Okay.
kisses too. Ha!
Oh,
Okay.
All
This
right.
is
Didn't even have to pay for them.
What, sweetie?
I,
Oh,
I
she
got
got
it.
nuggets. No, I got nuggets.
Ooh,
You can
all
have them.
right.
You should have nuggets.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
We
Now
should
I'm
all
getting
have nuggets.
food. Ha! Take it. All right.
Nerd.
Okay.
What's the
You're
occasion?
stressed. He's just a really happy family
Wednesday.
He's
man.
skipping
Good
work
for him.
today.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. So
yep, we were already almost an hour past, but that's okay. We can get this fight done. I think
That's
done
a
quick.
miss.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh,
Um,
bonus action. Do I just keep everyone's HP going, or
I don't think. Well, I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone's been hit since the last time you've used it. So I mean, it's just kind of going.
you
But,
can cast
yeah.
something like that.
I would recommend damage. You could do
She has to switch the type that she has, which will cost I
Why
think
do
like
you
a.
make it so hard? Just punch.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
True.
Instead of
Anyway,
using, like-
Puffin,
okay,
what are you
yeah.
doing?
I know you
Hello.
didn't design the game.
All right, so I got something for his little red wagon. Now I see this boss-looking character feller.
Yeah, he's to your
Mhm.
left. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, he needs to make. Let's see. I'm going to use as a second level spell. I'm going to cast. What's it called? What a spiritual weapon, I believe.
Nice.
Let me just take a look. Let me take a look what this does. Yeah, I create a floating spectral weapon within range and lasts for the duration or until you cast this spell. Again, it lasts 1 minute, so 10 rounds. When you cast the spell, you make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is plus 5. As a bonus action, on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack again. A creature within 5 feet. The weapon can take whatever form you choose, clerics of deities, blah, blah, blah. So as a bonus action, I cast a spiritual weapon. It attacks him. So 1d20 plus 5.
Give him a flanking position behind. Yeah, so it
it's
gets
going to be
advantage.
behind him. So the sword will get advantage and we'll get advantage attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
So I swing 2, take the better. So 19.
Nice. You guys hitting this guy easy, and I pumped up his AC too. Oh well.
Okay, so
Well, we're actually doing smart tactics. That's what
that's
you're supposed to
11
do.
from the 11 force damage, and then I'm gonna try to swing at him with my sword. Pull me closer so I can hit him with my sword. With advantage, that is 24.
That hit, dude. Yeah.
Excellent. So that's gonna be. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't been adding. I have the gloves of ogre strength, so I'm stronger now. Let's see here. So that's 1d8 plus my strength modifier, which is
6.
plus 4, so 5 damage. So a total of 16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's my turn.
You guys
And
are
when
banging
it comes
into
to
him. He's still up though.
When it comes to his
32.
turn, remember he has to make the wisdom save or take 3d8 radiant
Well,
damage.
if he attacks you. If he attacks you.
No,
if he's in
automatic.
the range, yeah, it's automatic.
Oh,
If
I
he
see.
is within 15 feet of me, which he is.
But
And the other two do too,
but they're
because it's a
not
radius.
attacking you though.
That's
Doesn't
not
matter.
how it works, though.
Okay.
It's an aura from me.
Bill. Your
Yes.
mind is back. A wizard is splatted dead. The battlefield is ensuing. Your party's in deep trouble, and you're like, "What was that?" And then you're okay.
Okay, so I look and I still feel disdain for the cleric, but yet I'm not going to shoot at him. I will aim for one of the people attacking Brina.
Yep, that's a good
Nice.
idea. Ooh,
15?
That's exactly what you needed. Perfect.
Oh, thanks goodness. Because they are attacking Brina, I get to do my sneak attack
Nice.
damage. So it's
I wish you'd hit
3D.
Puffin like that.
I know, right?
You have to roll that
I'd be
higher.
dead.
No, I'm only doing 3d6 damage.
If you do a d6 damage, well, no, I healed myself. I forgot.
Yeah.
13. 13 points.
Nice. Is this to one that had already been hit?
I believe whatever looks wherever. I'm sorry, I couldn't say.
I'm going to say yes. Okay.
Okay.
He doesn't look good. He's got an arrow stuck in his neck, and he's like, "Why?" Okay. GOP, go ahead.
The arrow has a
Okay.
fuse on it. It's burning.
Oh no.
Oh, nice. Okay, how
Because-
badly damaged does the big guy look?
Pretty roughed up. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and finish him off. Okay, so I'm going to do move my hex over to him, give him disadvantage on his strength stuff.
It doesn't work.
Hex doesn't work?
Now,
He's heck proof.
Really?
no one has
Okay.
used magic at this guy yet.
Okay, that's weird. But yeah, that's fine. Then I will still do my thing.
Weird.
Oh, well, I'm assuming my attack's not going to hit, but I've already started, so. Actually, no, I would have noticed that the hex didn't work, so I would have switched my attack.
Okay.
I'm moving my, I'm just going to move my target because I can't do anything with my hex right now.
Stick the closet
to
on him.
the weakened one. The weakened one is the one I'm attacking. The one that Lady's fighting.
Ooh.
Okay.
I got chicken nuggets.
Natural 20.
20.
XP.
Oh, yes.
Is that
That's
500?
XP, and that it just,
250.
it almost hits.
Right. Okay, so I don't add the extra d6, but it's a d10 plus 5. 13 points of damage on the one who was
You gotta
weakened. That
double
lady
the
was fighting.
damage, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh. I forget. I'm being silly. Okay, so that is
22.
8 plus 9, so 17, yeah, 22.
He falls to the ground, silently sands his head.
Okay, and now my second bolt on the other guy Lady is fighting.
Doesn't he pantomime the word "why"?
He does.
Yeah, I would assume 13. I doubt it hits.
That doesn't hit, no.
Okay,
As the
fair enough.
vines
Lady.
close in around your neck.
Since I'm still in wolf form because I haven't reached 0 yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah! Natural 20!
Well,
250 experience.
250, yes, 250.
write down the XP.
250? Okay.
250.
I can't wait till level 7. Then it'll be 350.
350.
So
Mhm.
it's 2.
I can't wait till level 8.
Double your damage, by the way.
How do I
Yeah.
double the damage?
Just whatever your dice you would roll.
Double.
Use
Add
your
an-
math.
Okay.
Use your mathematical skills.
24.
Well, not really what I meant, but okay. I'll take it. Alrighty.
You wanted me to put 4d6 plus 3, right?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I want. It's okay.
Okay.
Well, no, that would have been right, but yeah.
How does anyone ever really know what you want?
That's true.
Unless you tell
I
us
mean, he wants
specifically.
chicken nuggets.
I am eating
Okay.
nuggets. Don't you diss my nuggets, sir.
I'm not dissing. I'm saying one thing you do want is nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
What
That's
kind of
true.
dipping? What kind
Nuggets
of
and
dipping
kisses,
sauce
we've
do
established
they
that.
have?
Yes.
All right.
They don't.
Oh.
They don't have like ranch or honey Dijon, do they?
I have the Dijon. All right, Amy.
Oh, good.
This guy has zoned you in. He gets 2 hits on you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Zoner attack.
All right.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to go ahead and use my reaction to use shield.
Nah, it doesn't matter. That you
Nope,
can't do
that's-
that. You've been hit.
What?
Yeah. You.
But-
Shield adds a +5 as a reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
see. It's
he would have hit
different
once.
shield. So he hit you
No,
anyway.
would've hit
I
one.
would get both. So.
You can't do both. You only get one
Well,
reaction
no,
around.
shield. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Shield lasts an entire turn.
Yeah, it does. But one of
Yeah.
them would have still beat your.
One of
Because
them
what
still
is your
hits you
AC?
anyway. Yeah.
What is your AC?
21.
21. Yeah. So he hits you
So,
anyway.
yeah.
I get
No,
you. Okay.
when I add shield, it would make it 26.
Yeah. He
It
hits
has
you.
to meet or beat. So
Yeah,
at
yeah, he
26
hits you.
is where he hits.
All right. So he hits
Oh,
you once.
I see.
All right.
I
So
see.
let me do the damage here.
Yeah.
It saves you from one hit, so it's still
Yes, you
effective.
negated one, which is still good.
It's still very good.
Yeah.
Remember, you're awesome. You can do it.
Okay.
You have the lightsaber.
You do.
You have the force.
You've got the touch.
You got the power.
There can only be one.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
God. All right. Amy, you take 19 points of damage. As it hits you very solidly. And there's like this echo that reverberates through your shoulder where he hit you.
Oh. Okay.
Remember
so
to first go through your temporary hit points that you got.
right. Okay, so that so that puts me
Okay. Lady,
oh,
What?
I'm hitting you. Maybe. Possibly.
Okay.
I love that. Just okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
God, I suck. All right. I'm done.
Yeah,
Those
Jeez.
magenta dice are not
They
really
suck,
going
man. I'm not
for it.
using
you
them ever
got 2
again.
rows.
Stupid dice. I throw
Yep,
it across
those-
the room.
Yeah.
Fury, you
Hey.
got 2 rows. That guy had 2 attacks.
Virtual.
one was dead. It doesn't matter. They both missed.
Oh,
Made in
well,
China
just-
crap.
Okay.
Yeah. You need some Zoki
Oh,
dice.
By the way,
Dude.
both those guys still have to do their wisdom saves against the Spirit Guardians.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
All three of them do, unless
Well, one of
guy's
them's dead.
immune.
There
One of them
are
died.
3 left, though. There are 3 left.
Oh, yeah, the guy in the back. I
Don't
forgot
let me
about
forget
him.
that. So these guys only got that. Let me do these two, and the bosses plus another. So 18, yes.
Save.
14,
Fail.
maybe no. And then the
Fail.
boss, he has +2. So
Plus 2 of us.
Okay.
save.
We will make it
He
if he tries.
So I saved twice. What is the dude who failed? What happens to him?
He takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Damn it! Go
And-
ahead and roll it.
And the 2 that succeeded take half.
So
And he
roll the
gets the
damage.
pan.
Roll the
And he gets
damage.
the
rolling.
pan.
roll the damage.
I'm
Roll it.
rolling down.
God, you suck, dude. All right,
You're the one that
And
rolls
then-
magenta dice.
I'm just kidding, dude.
The other effect is his pants fall down around his ankles.
What?
So the first guy
I
that
got
takes half takes 4. The second one that didn't save takes 19. Last one takes 6.
And has his trousers around his ankles.
He does.
It's trial
So
time
the
now.
one that had been hit is dead.
and he says why?
The other guy is still up, and the boss is, well, barely.
Shamed in death.
Okay.
I hope he blames the Smurfleblin.
Right, that's fine.
I
So
blame Snarf.
this would be Amy, I believe. Amy, take out the big guy. He's literally just teetering. Come on.
Snarf,
Alright.
snarf.
You can do it.
Don't heal him. Whatever you do.
No, don't do that. No, don't hit the other button if you think about doing that. Okay, so that's 2 plus.
End his suffering
Oh,
the
oops,
permanent way.
20 plus 10.
20 plus 10. And do you do that twice or once? Oh no, what am I saying? You do it once and then.
No, you can do it twice because you're flanked. So you've got a flanking on him, I mean.
And you have a wolf
Make-
ally
add-
with you.
Just add more shit to the game, why don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why I
I'm
hate-
sorry.
I don't like 5e.
So 1d20 and 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
Okay.
just roll your d20.
Oh no, that's not. Don't be so nervous. You're double clicking everything.
Loaded like a
Um,
pregnant cuttlefish.
Mhm.
Oh, all right, and away it goes.
Now there's a
Okay.
phrase I'm not going to hear again.
24.
Roll again.
And roll again.
You know, their reproductive
God, you
organs are
guys
in their
hit him
face.
both times. All right. Do your damage. I'm sure he's down.
And the males
Okay.
have to rip them off.
So
And I
1d8
have
plus
to-
7.
1d8.
So no, just do it all together. 2d8, 2d6 plus 14. Go ahead.
So never kiss a cuttlefish.
8.
Never.
won't.
That is a
2d8.
general rule. You know.
You might
Or a
get 3 eggs.
blowfish.
And what was
2d8,
the last one?
2d6 plus 14.
14. I will try and write this down. No, that's no, it's okay. Just
You always say that.
I know.
okay.
27.
27.
Okay. He drops.
Bye
Cool.
bye. Bye bye bye.
Goes down to one knee. But why?
Then falls over dead. Yay.
All right. And the other guy puts his hands up and surrenders.
Okay.
Kill him anyways.
Oh, you chicken shit.
No, it's okay.
I didn't hear the surrender. Can I take my turn?
Yep, kill him. Kill him and take his stuff.
I misinterpreted
You
the surrender for violence.
Mhm.
Okay. As I eat my chicken nugget. All right. So
Mhm.
now
All right.
let me come back over here to the other side. All right. So You guys beat the opportunists who were later trapped to steal from other dungeon delvers. You do have one. Well, actually, the boss isn't dead. He's unconscious. The wizard's definitely dead. The other guys are dead, and the one guy surrendered. Hadn't even. He just took a little bit of damage. He got 12. So
Right.
you have 2 prisoners, and you have no clue at all where you are.
Okay.
Will you interrogate our prisoners and find our way
we'll
back?
get to that
Yeah.
next time because we're way over.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you all very much. Keep in mind, next week we are off. I'm going to be
Oh,
out.
fun.
So we'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll pick it up right from here. They're somewhere in the delve. They don't know where, and they hear the roar of dragons from every direction.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
That's just Badger's stomach. He's
that's
Yeah.
just Badger's stomach. That's true.
He wants,
Okay.
he
But
wants
nevertheless, thank you guys
nuggets.
all very much, and we will see you next in 2 weeks. Later.
Bye bye.
Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Do you think they have ranch for dipping sauce? I bet they got like really good like
Honey bread.
honey.
Honey.